different window. Right, thank you very much.
So
I'm going to be recording, by the way.
Why?
Because it's my house. You can come in.
Oh, sorry, man.
So, who owns the house?
I own the house. This guy's a tenant.
Apparently this guy owns the house. I have no idea, really. I'm just a tenant.
Right, okay, cool. That makes sense.
So this is a...
Can I put some shoes on?
Pardon?
Can I put some shoes
No,
on?
his
No,
tenant
you
is
can,
finished.
you can come in. It's fine. I've got all track and trace details, so it's alright.
Anyway, this is a property.
It's Matt Fox, by the way.
Two bedrooms down. Well, this room here.
Okay.
This kitchen here.
Do you want me to do measure up and let the notes and stuff now? Or do you want me
It's entirely to you, however you want to do it.
Well,
but you need to sell it, so.
You need to sell it.
Excuse me.
So. Okay, so leave it on there.
Yeah, and then I think you have another two properties as well.
Yes, we know. So are you, what was your name, sorry?
My name is Umar.
Yeah, okay, perfect. And it's yourself and Mr. Reed.
Yes.
Perfect, lovely. Could be 5-10 minutes, something like that. Make some measuring up, do some notes if that's alright.
Yep. Not in no rush.
Well, what happened with the units?
I don't know.
Okay, let's get behind you.
There were two already off, but we took the other one off so we could put that board up. I don't even know why they have handles if they're not even cupboards there. What's the point of that?
So, hobs, washing machine.
The boiler needs servicing, it keeps losing pressure.
There's no like cellar storage or anything. It's just
No, it doesn't. No.
Well, there is actually an underground bit. There's like a.
access from the outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
No cellar.
It's
No,
it's a crawl space really. But
Yeah. Okay. All right, perfect. I'll go. Do you want me to go upstairs first? I'll do the.
do you mind if you don't enter our rooms, please?
What do you mean, go into your room?
The bedrooms, just
Why?
the bedrooms. Because they're private.
Why?
It's a private. Yeah, I'm live streaming you, cunt. Yeah, call police right now. Call police right now. Get your phone, call police. Yeah, give me. Get out of my house right now. 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 Don't know you think you're right. Get out of my house right now.
Your house, your
Don't touch me again. Don't touch me again. You fat cunt. Get out of my house. 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 I promise you I will use violence against you if you don't get out of my house. Get out of my house. And I'm going to call police. Just get out of my house first. Get out of my house.
Call police.
Here. Here.
Call police.
Christoph, help me out here. Here, Manny, call police. Manny. I need police, please. The landlord's just come in with an estate agent. He's just trying to rip the phone out of my hand, and he's just become aggressive. He won't leave now.
What's your postcode?
BD2 1EA.
5 Kings Road.
Yeah, 95 Kings Road.
Where is he now?
It's downstairs.
And are you upstairs?
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep away from him. He came at me, he let the estate agent out, and then he says, he'll deal with this. And then he comes at me, and I shut the door behind him. He's going. He says, I'll rip that phone out of your hand. And then he grabbed my phone and he pulled the pop socket off.
Okay, wait, 1 second. So he just walked into the property?
I let him in because he had an appointment with estate agents. I let him in. I recorded everything that was going on. I got his ID. I let him in for track and trace purposes. And then he became aggressive. And he tried to rip the phone out of my hand. And I've got it all on a live stream on YouTube. Can you send someone over as soon as possible, please?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting that down for.
You better keep away from me. You better keep away from me. He's coming aggressive again. I've just defended myself. I'm gonna have to put the phone down.
What did he do?
He's just coming at me.
He just did what?
He keeps making stupid faces. He's just stealing my key. Yeah, I need that key. I can't get out. I can't lock the door. I can't secure my home. What the fuck are you doing, man? He's just stole my key that I bought. He's going in his car now. He's going in his car now. 20th of the 8th, 1985.
So I can't hear you. Can you come back to the phone?
He's trying to run away. He's running away in the car. He's leaving the scene of a crime.
Do you have the registration?
No, he's gone. I didn't go near him.
What's your date of birth?
20th of the 8th, 1985. What a crazy. Well, he's gone now. Too slow.
Direction to go up?
Police is too slow as usual.
We're on the way, isn't it?
He's gone to King's Road. He just robbed my key. He's going to try and force entry and kill me probably.
Okay, like I said, officers are on the way, isn't it? They are on the way out too.
Right, cheers. Hello? Yep. Umar Hussain. Say that again. He works for a company called WHF Enterprises. He's fat. He's Asian. I think Pakistani. He has glasses. Pardon? No, it was silver. I think I've got it on video. Pardon? No, I'm not sure. I've got it on camera though. Yeah. I've got it on live stream, yeah. Yeah, I can't show them that. I'm gonna have to live stream the police as well. I'm gonna have to live stream the police as well. Then have a look on it on YouTube if they need to, but I can't show them on my phone because I'm gonna have to live stream the police as well. I've got to everything for my safety. But yeah, it'll be on YouTube. You can rewind it on YouTube. They can look at it on their own phones. Yeah, I'll tell them that when they get here. Or do you want me to tell you that now? I can tell you that now. Jerking audits. J-O-E, capital J, O-E, small lowercase, capital K, I-N-G, lowercase, audits, A-U-D-I-T-S, A is capital. Jerking audits. It's all one word. Right, okay. Okay. Crazy, right? Fuck's sake. You just robbed my key. Have you got a key?
Yeah.
Can I borrow it? Oh, actually, I might as well leave the door open now. But...
Fuck off.
Huh?
You run away. Where'd you go?
Just fucking ran away. Ran away from the scene of the crime. He attacked me. Pulled my pop socket off. Tried to grab my phone. And he kept coming at me and he kept going like that. So I kicked him away. When he came too close, I kicked him away.
Oh my God.
What is wrong with people, man? This is why I wanted ID. Matt Fox, he came with. He chucked Matt Fox out and says, "I'll deal with this." And then he grabs my phone. Look, that's my pop socket that came off my phone. You probably saw it all, didn't you? You saw me shaking out the camera about. He just grabbed my phone. Pulled my pop socket off. I had hold of it though. He couldn't get it. He even says, "I'll grab your phone" as he's doing it. I'll grab that phone off you, bro. Yeah. He stole my key, so now we're not even securing his own house. Although we've got a lock on it. So yeah, now you all know where I live, at least. Your landlord is a complete clod. What a twat. They think they are above the law. Typical police asking date of birth to check him out on their system. Jeez. Wow, stay safe. He will be back with his family and tough. So if you're out back in the room, battery with intent, weight above PR fence, buffering, there above the law, uncle will sort it. Why did he do that for? Don't get it. Escalated from note. Is he selling it? Why did he do that? FS. This is, I don't think they'll be dealing with Umar Hussain again, at least. I don't think they'll be selling a house anytime soon. Not if this video gets a bit of clout. This is the people that you want to get in contact with about Umar Hussain. Make a complaint. I'll be making a complaint. I'll say, after you left Matt Fox, it became aggressive, and the video is on YouTube if you'd like to see it. He tried to grab my phone off me, and then he stole my key, and then he stole my key afterwards. But yeah, he started coming towards me, so I kicked him away. I had to defend myself. He just kept getting close. I were in this corner. He just kept getting close. I was backing away. You saw me backing away. And he bopped me into a corner, so I had to defend myself. Why do I always get in these situations? Why is it always violence, man? What always happens to me? I was perfectly reasonable. I just kept out way. I didn't say much. I said, you can't go in my room because it's private. What's wrong with that? You don't need to look in my room anyway. It's a room. It's a bedroom. If you can see how big it is from the downstairs, you don't need to go upstairs. You take measurements of the toilet. You take measurements of the other room that's spare, and then you take measurements of the hallway, and then you add up the downstairs, and you delete the square footage of the downstairs to find out the other two bedroom sizes. It's not that difficult. You do not need to look in our two rooms. They're private. We rent them rooms. They're our private rooms. See how long police text to get here, man. I mean, it's probably not an emergency anymore, but I'm still shaking. There you are. It's like a little van. I thought they had a policeman as well.
Hello.
Should have put my shoes on. Can you identify yourselves, please?
You what, sorry?
Can you identify yourselves?
Are you recording this?
Yep.
Yeah, right, that's fine. Call number 3381 PC Murphy, Javelin House Police Station.
Say that again.
3381.
3381. Thank you.
Police Station.
PC 57561 on House Police Station.
5756. Right, thank you. Do you want to come in? You didn't tell me you're recording.
Yeah, sorry. We
You
are
didn't tell me
recording.
you're recording.
Don't give me a chance, haven't you, sir? We are recording, best evidence.
You should tell me before. You should tell me before you're recording. No.
Well,
Okay. Well, you do. That's your policy. Anyway, I'm live streaming this right now. So
if you wish.
the landlord, he became aggressive. I'm just going to stand over here so I can see.
Is there any need to live stream us? Or can you talk to them?
Because I hadn't ended this live stream yet, so I'm just doing it all. I'm just doing it all at once. No, I'm not going to stop recording.
I'm not asking to stop recording, I'm just asking to stop live streaming so we can discuss some private matters.
No, that's not happening.
Right.
Anything private, I will keep private, and you could keep private as well.
That's fine.
He came towards me here. I kicked him away, and he wouldn't leave me alone. So I got my phone out and I just carried on recording him.
Okay. So you show me what's this stem from? Why the landlord chose to visit this evening?
He's selling the house. He had a Matt Fox here with William. No, Matt Fox from William H. Brown.
Yeah. So the estate agents have come.
Yeah. He tried to grab the phone out of my hand while he were here.
Okay.
And then he chucked the estate agent out, and then he came back in, the landlord, and then he started coming aggressive towards me.
Okay.
So I had to defend myself.
Okay. So, do you want to show me this video? You're not.
You can look at it on your own phone. It's live stream.
I'm not going to be looking on my own phone.
Well, I can't stop this right now.
Right. Obviously, we're trying to investigate what's potentially a criminal offence here.
Well, then investigate and look on the live stream.
Right. You need to help us a little bit, don't you?
I'm helping you. That's all I can do. There's no what I can do. I can't stop the recording.
Well,
I'm
okay.
recording for my own safety. Just like you're recording. You're
We
recording.
record for best evidence, that's why
No, you record for people's safety.
Yes, and safety. Officers.
Right, well, I'm recording for my safety.
Right, no, I'm
Can you
asking
understand that, please?
All I'm asking you is to try and assist a little bit by showing the video.
I've assisted you all I can. It's on YouTube. It's free for everybody to see. It's public for everybody to see. You can look at it on YouTube. It's not that difficult, man. You've got computers at the police station, right?
Which my works device doesn't give me access to YouTube.
Pardon?
My works device doesn't give me access to YouTube.
Well, that's your problem then. You're going to have to find another way to do it then. I'll send you the video afterwards if you have to.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll download it. I'll send it to you.
We'll have to download it and send it to us, okay. So what exactly has happened when you say your landlord's been aggressive and gone for you? What exactly has happened?
Why would
He
it
tried to grab my phone. He pulled the pop socket off. I grabbed hold of the phone and I pulled it away from him. Then he chucked the guy out, and then he started coming after me. He says, "I'll deal with this."
Okay. How long you lived here?
4 months, 5 months.
Did any issues previously?
Yep.
Yeah.
what
That was a lot.
issues?
He's been on YouTube plenty of times. Well, I've put him on YouTube plenty of times.
I'm just asking you in terms of what issues did you have?
He chased me around the room, and I locked myself in my room, and I called the police, and I had him removed out of a previous house, that was Broadgate House. He came there to say it's a fire risk, and he chucked us out to this place. He moved us into this place.
Is it sole? Are you a sole tenant or is there other?
No, there's 2 of us.
2 of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Has he seen all?
Pardon?
Has he seen all? The tenant? The tenant?
Christoph did. He's a friend in here.
I'll speak to Christoph if you want. Probably the best speak to. Is it?
Christoph,
Yeah.
can you have a word with the police, please?
Hello.
Hello, Christoph. Okay.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, fine. 2 minutes.
I'd rather
Right.
not record this, thank you.
Okay. What have you seen? What's going on?
The landlord came with the agent,
Mm-hmm.
Joe asked him if he can show his ID, so he let them in.
Yeah.
Then when agents asked to wanna go upstairs, Joe still wanna agree to go to the rooms.
Yeah.
So he started the landlord started grabbing, grabbing.
Who's got the landlord?
No, landlord grabbed Joseph, grabbed Joseph, yeah.
I tried to grab my phone.
So he recorded, I don't know, yeah.
Okay.
So,
That's fine. Right. All right.
yeah, then, what's
All right.
happening?
Thank you. Has he actually grabbed you, Joseph, or is he just?
Just try to grab my phone.
He's just trying to grab your phone?
He had my hand and my phone, and I grabbed my phone like that, and then he pulled the pop socket off.
Because you was live streaming, you tried to grab your phone.
Is that a reason I'll grab someone's
No,
phone?
what I'm just asking is like, was you live streaming at this
Yeah,
point?
so
Is
I've
that
been
right?
live streaming the whole time.
Right, okay.
Are you Joseph Bainbridge? What's your date of birth, Joseph?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a problem before the
Uh,
house as well. With landlord.
Yeah. Okay.
Could have told me you were just going to say private information. I think we had this discussion before.
Joseph, I'm trying to have a conversation.
Yeah, well-
In relation to private information. I can't pick and choose when I.
Well, I can't pick and choose when I'm recording because apparently everyone wants to be aggressive towards me.
Okay, that's fine.
No, it's not fine.
No, what I'm saying to you.
Why do you always say it's fine? It's not fine.
Right, sorry.
It's a
context of
GDPR breach when you're talking about private
You're
details.
recording this. You're
Well,
live.
I've told you that I'm recording, and it
Right.
says do not say private details.
I asked you to stop.
It's not difficult.
Joseph, I asked you to
It's
stop.
not rocket
Listen to me,
science.
listen to me. Don't have a talk.
What else do you want?
I
My
tried-
date of birth. You've got my date of birth. You know who I am. Now leave. Unless you've got anything else, I'm not giving you any more details because you keep breaking GDPR.
Joseph,
I'm
I
not
asked
giving
you
you
to
any more
stop
details. Hello. There's no explanation. I'm not giving you any more
I asked
details.
you-
Final. Full stop. Is there any more details you need from me?
well, John, are we going forward with this complaint of what you're saying to us or not? What John?
You don't need any more details. You've got all my details. You know who I am. Joking audits. Just to ask the police station who joking audits are. They know who I am. You do not need me to say my private details on camera. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to talk to you. I asked you to stop recording. I asked you to stop recording because we are going to discuss private things.
You
I can't
started
help but
saying my name before I even could stop recording.
I'm having a conversation. You phoned us. We haven't just come unannounced, have we?
You don't need to say my name in public.
I'm trying to have a conversation with
This
you.
is public now, right? This is public. Do not say my
It's
name.
your choice that it's public.
Do not say my name. Do you understand that?
Yes, we understand it.
Do not say my private information ever.
Right, well, I'm trying to be
Ever.
polite.
I will tell you when I want to give you my private information, right? Do not say my private information. That's a GDPR breach. You're actually doing something against the law by saying my name in public. Yes, I will make a complaint. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to deal with the report what you've made, and you're not really helping me here.
I've helped you. I've told you everything. You're trying to get private information from me. You need to go after Umar Hussain, not me. You don't need my private information.
Private information, haven't you?
Pardon?
You've just said private information.
Well, it's my right. It's my right. I've put it on YouTube, mate. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about private information.
Right. We don't have your landlord's details, so I'd like your landlord's details, please.
I can put his name on YouTube if I want, because if he's doing something illegal.
I'm asking for that. What I'm asking is your landlord's details. Are you making an accusation of assault against that? So I want in your landlord's details.
I'll give you my landlord's details over the phone.
So this
Umar Hussain, WHF Enterprises. That's all I know. He had a silver car. He's a fat guy. He's got glasses. He's Asian. I think Pakistani. That's all I know. He's got a chubby face.
Was this his
Boggly
enterprise
eyes,
work
googly
van?
eyes. Pardon?
I was in. Was he in his enterprise work van?
No, it was a silver car.
Silver car.
Yeah. I think the car is on live stream from this window.
Right, okay.
When they were parked there.
What's your YouTube channel? So
Joking Audits.
Joking.
Joeking
Yeah.
AUDITS. All one word. Capital J, capital K, and capital A.
That's your YouTube channel. What's all that footage of there?
Yeah.
Perfect. Right. Would you go into provide a witness statement in relation to this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. What, is the best contact number for yourself the one what your phone is on?
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the station. I'm going to try and view the YouTube clip so I can view it and do some more information, and I'll give you a call. Okay? Right. Be back in touch with you. Alright.
Information you from us?
You could probably find Umar's address from his company.
Go ahead.
Right, okay.
You should be able to. So,
Right, okay.
and I'd like to press charges against him.
Not willing to go to court and everything like that?
Yeah.
Amazing.
This is the second time he's become aggressive now. So,
Okay. Have you reported the first time before to us?
yeah, you removed him from the house last time. So
Right, okay.
this time he ran off. Oh, he stole my key as well. He stole my key.
So,
Do you have a key for it? No.
Yeah, I've got a key. Yeah,
You've got a key?
but I just don't want him getting back in. That's all.
He's a landlord, ultimately, he's going to have access, isn't he?
He can't come in without a 24
I'm
hours
saying he
notice.
can, but what I'm saying to him is...
In fact, he can't come in at all now
Right.
because I'm scared for my life.
Right, that's fine. But he is a landlord, so you have to, at some point, allow him access to the property.
No, I'm never letting him in ever again.
Right, but you're going to have to go to court.
Not when I'm here anyway.
You're going to have to go to court over that, so ultimately that's a civil matter, but obviously the criminal aspect which you're reporting to is we can deal with settlement to that, can't we? But, we need to go back and view the clip because obviously there's two sides to every story, so that's independent, isn't footage.
I don't actually think he's the landlord. I think he's just the property manager. I think his company is owned by multiple people. So
thank you.
Okay.
We're back in touch. I'll give you a call back on your number. All right.
if you can get my key back, that'll be nice.
Yeah, well, the key. You've got a key to the property, so you can lock the door.
No, but I want my key back so he can't get in.
Yes, but ultimately he's a landlord, so he actually, even as a property manager, we're entitled to keep a key out of.
Well, no, he don't have any copies of the key. He's only got my copy now.
To hold a copy of the key.
Well, no, he's not.
Right. Well,
Not
speak
anymore.
to him, okay.
He's lost his entitlement. He
Do you
can
have a
go.
contact number for
He
me?
can go to prison.
Do you have a contact number?
Yeah. Bloody hell. Why do I get GDPR breaches? Well, you all know my name, I know it's fine. But I just wanted to make it extra clear. Do not say my private details. Just write them down. If I give you private details, just write them. You don't have to say them. It's live for 12 people. It's going all over YouTube. I said that at the start, man. It's not rocket science. Okay, this is. Oh, is that? We are. You are sad but mad. What? What is that where you are sad but mad? I can see on TBH. Audits in territory is over the border from Burnley. Have they got a blue line? I'm sad but mad, hope you're okay. I've tried to dox you, cheeky. BWV is illegal in dwellings, premises and breach of HR. What's BWV? They've been informed, so if they continue to say your ID, they are doxing and breaching GDPR. Exactly, that's what we're trying to put across to him. I mean, it's alright, my email address is on thing anyway, it's got my name on it, so I'm not actually that bothered about my name. It's just, if we were going to say anything else, we're just going to pause it to give the rest of my details, but you don't need it, man. They know who I am. I'm Joking Audits. They know who Joking Audits is as well. They know his name, they know his address, they know his telephone number. They don't need to like ask me all the time for my details. I'm famous, man. Show home I guess, until otherwise totally agree. Big up Joking, don't let them rule the toes. He was a psycho, disgusting behaviour, our landlord is complete clod. Yep. Or clod, however. Originally from Charlie. I know, he was saying, oh, what do you want us to do? I said, he assaulted me, you idiot. Hello, that's an arrestable offence, right? Assault. So what am I going to do now? I mean, I've got like latches on my door. That's the only protection I've got. Just took my key, you can get in now. I didn't even have a key before. And my key with my shoelace, man. My shoelace, my precious shoelace. Oh, I forgot to tell him it's my shoelace. I'm gonna have to take Christoph's key.
The doors.
You should have come out when I was screaming, man. I needed your help. You were actually fucking gonna beat me up. You kept coming towards me like this, and I'm like, get the fuck away.
Keep in the door.
What do you mean?
Inside the door.
Okay. Defended myself against him.
No, like that, yeah. No, what are you doing? Yeah, keep like that, look.
Fucking scared, man. I'm so shaking a bit. Change your lock, then he's not coming in. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Send me some money into my bank account and I'll get around. I have nothing. I've got latches, man. I've got like little latches. Put key in door, maybe you can't send key with key in door. Got latches on all doors. What a crazy man. Right, well, I suppose that's it until he comes back. Oh, don't pick up a weapon. What? Have you seen how big he is, man? I wish I'd have got his number plate, man. I don't even need his number plate. I've got his. We'll get his address from his bloody company. And if he hasn't put his address down, then he's probably obviously a criminal. He's got like I think he's got a call centre in the house that we used to live in before. He had a meeting in the thing with two women, two Asian women. Although they spoke pretty good English, or one of them did at least. And he was saying, oh, one of you is going to be training the new call centre people, and one of you is going to be on call centre. So I think he's turned it into a call centre. It had like loads of routers and stuff in there, so he's obviously done it before. But then COVID happened, so I think he rented the property to us, just to like keep money going, you know. And then now that then the COVID restrictions were released, is kicked us out here, and then gone back to being a call center, and it's a home. It's not supposed to be used as a call center. So I'm gonna go investigate that as well, and I'm gonna find out what criminal activity is done there. So yeah, if the police is listening, go check 84. Apartment 84, 2 Broadgate House, BD1 4QQ, and I bet you a tenner there's some sort of human trafficking, maybe, or I should have got darts out and just chucked it out. You have some darts. Have some darts, bro. You wanna start with me? Have some darts. 3 at once. Personally don't buy, rent or spend any money with anybody of foreign origin. It's my money and I spend it how I like. Yep, exactly, that's fair enough. You can be racist if you want. You just can't cause any harm with it. You just can't cause any offence with it. You can be as racist as you want to be. But just as long as you don't cause no harm with it, that's the only problem when you do that. As long as you don't cause no one else any harm, you can be as racist as you want. And I'll probably get bloody told off by YouTube. Well, I ain't got no strikes yet, so I'll take one strike for that. Not bothered. I mean, I'm not really racist, but like I say, you can be if you want to be. In fact, I should be racist after that, shouldn't I? Although he speaks bloody perfect English. Well, not perfect English, but he's obviously pretty English. Even they don't respect English people at all. I wonder if he'd do that to Asian people. He's kicked you out because you're trouble. He ain't kicked us out, mate. He's selling the house. And how am I trouble? He's the one that came aggressive. If you watch this video from the start, he tried to grab my phone, he tried to come towards me, I had to defend myself. The agent for the place where I live just turns up without notice and turns heating off. Bloody joke. I mean, it's just stupid, man. They shouldn't be allowed in at all. Like, you should have to, like, accept. Like, even if they give 24 hours notice, they shouldn't be allowed in. You should have to say, look, right, you can come in under these conditions, and if they don't like it, then they're not coming in. Simple as. Record everything. Record every time your landlord comes round, man. Everybody, I want to see it live streamed across the world, man. All the time. I don't care what he's done. I don't care what he's going to do with it when you get your camera out. And make sure you record it. I mean, people don't like being recorded. But, why did he do that? It's crazy. I thought bailiffs were going to show up, so I asked for guy's details. He gave me a card, and then I confirmed his identification just in case it just picked up a card from anywhere. Confirmed his identification, Matt Fox. Gave me his driving license, and I let him in. I says, look, right, I need it for track and trace, and I'd like to know who I'm talking to and who I'm letting in my house. He goes, why are you recording? Why are you live streaming? I says, because, what did I say? Because it's my house, because I can. He's like, what happened to cupboards? Says they're up there. And he goes, what happened? I watched the video from the start. You start things you can't finish and then play the victim. Wait a minute. I'm sure he grabbed my phone, mate. I think he like hurt my finger. I started. There's something wrong with your brain, Matthew Archer. Seriously, I'm gonna just get rid of you. Sick of you now. No, I'm not actually. You didn't say no wrong yet. Well, you did sort of say something wrong. You just say everything you say is wrong. You're just like an idiot. I started the video on everything concerning agencies. I've started the video everything concerning agencies. If your name's Landlord, you're not coming in. Yeah, that's the point. I don't even think he's a landlord. I think he's just a property manager. So he's probably going to get sacked. He says he owns the place, but I'm not sure. Maybe he does own the place. But we went through WHF Enterprises, so like whatever's happened is completely illegal anyway, because he ain't give us a new contract. If this is his personal property, then he's actually moved us into a personal property without giving us a new contract. So we're still with WHF Enterprises, which means like he's making money on the side instead of the money going to well, the money's probably still going to WHF Enterprises, but in fact I don't know how that works, because it'd have to be, if it's his property, then he's going to have to give the money to WHF Enterprises. What's he going to make out of it? I don't understand what is going on. Even if it's just the back door to the front door, change your locks, then he's not coming in. But that all stinks of cheap cider and bad decisions. Wow, that is amazing. Your comments are just like the most hilarious things I've ever heard in my life. We've got beans and beer. That's the food we eat. Beans, and beer. In fact, I don't have no food. This is my food up here. Got some water. Got some lard that I use to grease trays and stuff. There's no lard in there actually, but I keep the wrapper because you can just wipe it on the trays and grease them up. A bit of cheese in there. Don't even have any jam left. Even have any jam left, man. I get some later tomorrow. Actually, we've got a butternut squash and a nasty lettuce. A cucumber. This has been here for ages, isn't it? How come it don't go off? It should have gone off by now, surely. I don't even like cucumber. I don't even like tomatoes unless they're from Spain or something. Or vine tomatoes. I need a cig, man. Stressed out. Oh, we've got a lot of viewers though, didn't we? I should do more, buddy. Should do more defending myself against my landlord. I wasn't going to live stream it, and I wasn't going to live stream the police either, but what's the point? I might as well just carry on. Now, I've started, so I'll finish. So yeah, he's gonna get sued, I'm afraid. I have to sue him, aren't I? Thought he was gonna go in my room. He went to the toilet. I mean, what's the problem? Like, don't go in my room. Why is that a problem? Why is that such an issue? Why can't I have privacy in my own bedroom? You don't need to go in my room. There's no reason it needs to go in my room. You can figure out the dimensions, like I say, from the... I mean, you won't be able to figure out exact dimensions, because one room might be bigger than the other. There's only 2 rooms that you can't go in. Mine and Manny's. I mean, it's not in my room. It's just I just want it to be difficult, really. There's a computer down here, rubbish that I should get rid of. My computer, washing up that I didn't get rid of last night. And that's about it. My shoes, my nice Dr. Martens, lifetime guarantee. So anytime they get damaged, they replace them. You just got to pay postage and packaging. That's the best thing I've got. Actually, my bike's probably the best thing I've got. I've got a lamp on there. It's hung by the tag that it came with, because that's the way I roll. My table is like, it flies. My table like flies. Look at that, it's flying. It's a flying table. It's actually a headboard for a bed, so it's soft. It's nice and soft, so it doesn't hurt your wrists when you're playing computer games and doing YouTube videos and stuff. Pretty nice setup, man. Yeah, somebody buy this house. 136 grand I want for it, or at least somebody's offered. An estate agent offered 136 grand on a letter that were addressed to 95 Kings Road. I didn't open his letter. It was addressed to 95 Kings Road. So I opened it because I live at 95 Kings Road. Simple. It might have said to the occupier, I can't remember. I think it just said 95 Kings Road. It had no name on it, so I opened it. And it's like, oh, we see your house is on the market. We would like to. Oh no, we see our house is on the market for £136,000. We would like to make you an offer. In fact, you could probably get it cheaper than that now, because it's going to have to bloody sell fast, isn't it? To get rid of us before he gets put in prison. So, does anybody want to be my solicitor? In fact, I'll do it myself. I'm just going to sue Box it. Get on with it. I've been putting it off for so long, and this is the last straw, man. He never stops being aggressive. In fact, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving until... I can't leave anyway, because he's got my money. He's got the bond and stuff. So I can't even leave. He's not going to give it now, is he? I mean, unless it's with... Actually, it should be with WHF Enterprises. So whoever else is like in charge of WHF Enterprises, I just need to get in contact with them. I tried to get in contact with him though, and it said the director is a doctor, so I wrote to surgery, and I never got a reply, so I'm going to have to just keep bombarding the surgery with letters until they reply. I mean, look at this house, man, it's immaculate. Like, we keep it tidy. We respect it, alright. I pulled one of them cupboards off because there were these two missing. No. Yeah, there were these two missing. And I couldn't get I didn't want the dartboard there because this is where you cook. So I just pulled this one off. So I could put dartboard up. And I didn't want to drill into his precious cupboard cabinets. Even though they look horrible. You know? It's perfect. It's clean. There's a hole in the floor there. They actually put like a little piece of lino under that. It's like, what? That's how you repair it? You just take a fucking square out and just stick a square on it. Got my bike locked up to the radiator just in case he gets any ideas. Like, washing up's nearly all done. No washing up, piling up. Matthew Archer. But your house stinks. That's why you're saying that, isn't it? You're like, oh yeah, your house stinks, bro. Still don't give me rights to behave in that manner. He did, landlord or not. He did, landlord. I don't even know what he is. He said he's the property manager, but now he's saying he's the landlord of this house. I have no idea. We have like no idea. He said he lives here and everything. I said, no you don't, mate. No you don't. I need a hoover though. My carpet's a mess. I took my medication last night. It conked me out, man. I didn't wake up till half an hour before we were going to get here. I was like going to hoover and clean the house a little bit, tidy up. What's the point, man, if it's going to be like that? Why should I respect anything he has? Why should I respect this house? I should just trash it all, man. Food bank calling. Nothing wrong in using them. I don't have a choice, man. I'm starving. Otherwise, I bet the house stinks of cheap cider and bad decisions. No, I don't drink cheap beer, man. I don't drink cheap beer. Actually, I drink cheap lager. But, you know, lager's lager. It's just water, basically. You start things you can't finish, and then play the victim. But, mate, if someone came to your house, right, try to grab your phone off you. If you're a YouTuber, if you're a live streamer, and he comes into your bedroom and goes, oh, you can't do that, and that's bragging all your stuff about, would you accept that? Would you play the victim then? Would you call the police? Or just let him trash your stuff? He pulled my pop socket off. So hard he was dragging it. I can't even pull it off with one hand. I can't even pull it off with one hand. So that's how hard he was ragging me. Try to be nice. Was I nice at first? I was perfectly reasonable. That guy was happy to show me his ID and everything. And then I got too close to him. I got cornered. I got cornered. I couldn't get away. I couldn't get away in time. I should have not gone near him at all. Why can't they look at YouTube? I don't know how my remote works sometimes. I'm still bloody shaken up, man. I'm supposed to have a job centre bloody phone call today, but I didn't even hear it. I was that conked out from bloody medication. I heard my alarm go off though, so I don't know why I didn't hear the phone call. My phone bloody notifications are like, my ringing tone is like louder than my alarm, so I don't know. Well, it was 10:45 in the morning. I usually say call after 11, and then it just gets earlier and earlier. I'm like, what? I thought we said 11. I was like, oh, can't you do 40? I said, yeah, it'll be alright. It's 15 minutes difference. Obviously, I missed it, so I had to look it up, but I think this might help with your deposit. What's that? Oh, you trying to show a link? I don't know if I can show links. Tell me the name of the like thing. I'll Google it. Enable flash. It's not a flash. It's just lights. Balls. When he came in last time, he won't leave then as well. It's like, oh, I've got a stressful job. He was like trying to be nice to me. Like, oh yeah, the reason you're trying to be nice is because you want to get in with bloody estate agent. Like, what an idiot though. He's just completely tenants, deposit protection scheme. Yeah, it's too late for that. He's already got my money. It's not my job to ensure that he keeps the money secure. It's his job to do that. So he hasn't done that. I've just got to sue him, man. It's a civil matter. Like, I've got to sue him. And then I've got to sue him for like everything else as well now. Twice this became aggressive. First time he just ran about chasing after me, and I'm like, get away from him, man. Locked myself in my room. And then called police. And I says, look, right, oh, it's not an emergency, can't you just keep away from him? We can't get there. I said, it's an emergency, I'm scared for my life. He's banging on my door, he's outside my door, man. I can't go anywhere. I'm a prisoner, basically. It's not an emergency. How is it not an emergency? Oh, you're not in immediate danger. I says, if he gets in here, I'll be in immediate danger. If he tries to knock my door down, I says, oh, I'll just ring back then. I says, I'm not putting the phone down. Man, you got to keep this going. You got to keep this phone call going. This is the only protection I've got. Apart from a camera. I couldn't even live stream back then. Well, I could have live streamed on Facebook, I suppose. This is why I live streamed. They were like, wait a minute, if I get into trouble, then you can call police for me. I'll just say my address and you can call police for me. I use Christoph's phone. If he has not done it's the registration or deposit, he will break in the law. I know. My solicitor told me that. I went to Citizens Advice. They said he has to protect that deposit by law. Yeah. What is it?
I don't know, police maybe.
Hello? Yep. Yep. I can do. Yep. Say that again? Tomorrow. This isn't my contact number, by the way. Oh, okay. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Sanity. And then he's like, oh, he's going to make a counter allegation. I became aggressive. That's what he said. I became aggressive. And did I look like I became aggressive? I was backing away all the time, man. And then I backed away into a corner. And there was just no way. He just kept getting closer and closer. Eventually I just gave in. I defended myself. He invaded my personal space. We used reasonable force to push him away with my foot. That's the only like hand I had available. I had Christoph's phone in one hand. I had my phone live streaming in the other hand. Or did I put it down? I might have put it down at that point, did I? Can't remember. Anyway. When did I become aggressive? I don't understand. How did he recognise that I became aggressive? When? What? I'll have to look at the video again. What possible aggression did I ever cause then? He started it, right? I didn't even do anything. Afterwards, I got my phone back, and then I says, call the police, call the police. I got Christoph's phone, I called the police, and he came back towards me, and I defended myself. It was insane. So yeah, do you know what, cigarettes, right? It's a natural filter. So once you're done with it, you just nip the end off. Like that, you get a bit of black stuff on your hands, but that's alright. And then you just use that again for another cig. And then you don't waste no tobacco. You don't throw your tab ends on the floor. You don't waste, like, I already said that. Did he just turn up out notice? If so, that is also against the law. No, he actually gave me notice this time. He's never ever given notice before. Or maybe once before. But this time he actually called up 24 hours notice. He says, oh, I'm coming round with an estate agents. I contacted William Hill. I said, I left a message on the answering machine. I says, look, you're going to have to bring ID because I need to know who you are. Contact tracing purposes. Really, I just wanted to make sure it's not bringing bloody bailiffs round to chuck all the stuff out. Because he says he lives here, so he can give us 14 days. If he lives here, it's a loophole that he's trying to use to, like, get us kicked out. It's insane, man. Like, what's the problem anyway? What is the problem? Like, don't go in my room, it's private. Like, what's wrong with that? The estate agent was pretty reasonable, but he was like, why are you recording? And I says, because I can, it's my house. He says, who owns the house? I says, well, probably him. I don't know. We've got no details about anything. It could be anybody. He could be just selling somebody else's house. He could have murdered somebody and just took this house for himself, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll sell it for myself. You never know with that guy, man, it's crazy. And my key, that shoelace, was a Dr. Martin shoelace. And yeah, he stole my key and my shoelace, so that's theft, isn't it? I mean, it sort of is his key, I suppose. Well, if he owns the house, I don't know. But yeah, I paid for that key. Well, actually, I didn't. I used his money, but that's another story. He goes, "Oh, you're gonna have to get a key cut." I says, "What? You're gonna let us get a key cut?" He said, "Yeah, you can get a key cut." So I went, "Oh, I'm taking money out of rent then to get a key cut, because he gets the key back. So why should I pay for it?" And now he's got his key anyway. He can have it. I'm not getting in though. Ever. Police is like, oh yeah, you can come in. So, but yeah, after today, I don't think so, mate. After today, he's not coming in at all. It's the second time he's become aggressive. I need to get in contact with WHF Enterprises and say, look at this. 2 videos I've got of this guy being an absolute twonk. A lunkhead. my dad would call them lunkheads, because the head sounds like pieces of lunks of wood, and you smash your fists over their head. Joking. Audits. Why does this always happen to me? What is wrong with my life? Why is it so crazy? Change the locks, mate. I've got latches on the door. It'll be alright. Like pieces of plastic, so they could probably just knock it straight down. But you know, if he does that, that's another aggravated trespass. Not until you finish the contract, you are the legal occupier. Yeah, I don't think the contract ever runs out until we actually leave. So it's like that's contact citizens' advice. I talked to citizens' advice before. They said he needs to get a Section 21 notice, Section 8 notice if we're in rent arrears. But that gives us 2 months. Well, Section 21 gives us 2 months. The Section 8 notice gives us 2 weeks from when we get the notice, or from when the court orders it. So I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else. What else can I do? Nothing. He's gonna get a crime reference number sent to my text message, sent me by text message. Still haven't got it yet. Can't really do it. I've got to go down to the station to provide a thing. I'll be recording all that for you guys. If they won't let me bring a camera into a police station, then I'm not providing a statement. I'll provide a statement. Can I provide a statement via video? Actually, I don't want to go to the station. In fact, this is a statement. This whole live stream is a statement. I told you everything that happened. That's the truth. So that was the police crime reference number. And he's asked me to download the live stream, so I can provide a hard copy, I suppose. Let's make it as long as possible. Just for fun of it. I'm not ever going to stop live streaming. I'm just going to live stream my whole life because it's crazy. Ask them about the abuse you suffered today and see what citizens' advice recommend legal action. The last time I went to citizens' advice, I saw a solicitor. They says they won't do civil cases. In fact, no, I'll just get a bloody a duty solicitor, right? Because this is actual criminality. It's the same it's the same with you. It's the same if with housing accommodations they can't potentially make you homeless and put you in danger with this COVID crap going on. Yeah, they stick you in a kitchen with loads of other guys. I've been there. I've been homeless before, man. I know exactly how it works. Well, not exactly. I believe they have hotels that are available now for people that do become homeless. I'm not becoming homeless, though. I'm not leaving. That is an act of law. Yes, it is. Yes, it is what? To be more specific. Good luck, Joe. Yeah, good. It's good. I need it. So yeah, get a duty solicitor. Do that. Make a civil case against him. Do that. Maybe I'll get enough money to put a deposit down for this house and buy it off of him. I don't think that's going to work, is it? wonder how much I'd get for all stuff that's happened. I've got loads of evidence of it. Loads of evidence of him being a complete twonk. They should go check. Broadgate House, man. Apartment 84. If the police hear this, apartment 84, Broadgate House, 2 Broadgate, BD1 4QQ. In fact, send letters to the house saying, "I'm really disappointed in what you did to Joking Audits. You owe him 20 grand in compensation. 50 grand. Screw it. 100 grand. Box that guy." The police actually said I became aggressive. When did I become aggressive, man? I put my phone down to defend myself. That was like the limit of my aggression. Because he kept coming towards me, man. It was crazy. The police will say, "Oh, you could have just left the house." This is like, what? And then he runs me over. He's like, "Oh yeah, genius. He's got a car, for God's sake. I'm not going to get very far. It's my house anyway, why do I have to leave?" I can use reasonable force in my house to remove him. I use reasonable force to defend myself. Send info to Inland Revenue. Send info to Inland Revenue. What, the Broadgate House thing? Because that's supposed to be for homes. Them apartments are for... They're apartments. It's apartment 84. It's not office 84, is it? It's a complete criminal. Umar Hussain, WHF Enterprises. If anybody can find an address to send letters to, send me it, because I can find one of the director's addresses, and it's a doctor's address. So it looks like they're all criminals, man. They don't even have their own addresses, man. So they must be doing something wrong. What have they got to hide? Why don't they put the proper addresses down? Because they're criminals. I'm telling you. The police said I became aggressive. I can see from the video you became aggressive, that's what he said. What? Are you mad? I said it's minor. Oh yeah, I'm just shaking I'm scared for my life. Minor. Yeah, that's minor, yeah. It could have been worse if I wasn't streaming at all. They're like, "Why are you recording?" I wonder why I'm recording, man. Not only do landlords bloody attack me, but police also attack me as well, you know? I didn't want to say that to them. Because they always go down the road, "Oh, you think all police officers are the same?" And yeah, I do, actually. But that guy did not have a care in the world about his... In fact, he said on the phone, he says, are you still live streaming? Can you not put me on speaker because I need to discuss some private information? And I'm like, yeah, stop live streaming. But it's not my job to protect my data, it's your job. It's like, just don't say anything private when I'm live streaming. That's what I said at first. I said, "Look, I'm recording, right? Don't say any private information, please. It's going out to millions of people on YouTube because I'm like super famous." I got quite a lot of audience in this, man. People love it, don't they? People love the drama. It's worse than Coronation Street. You can run a business at home, but I think you do need to declare it. I'm guessing he has not. Can you run it? Yeah, but can you have offices? You might declare it, I suppose. What's his business, man? He were talking on phone once, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we can import you and get you a job and everything, but you've got to cough up the £2,500 COVID hotel for 2 weeks or whatever before you come." So like, we can't. That's gonna come out of your paycheck. So it's like, what is that? Is that human trafficking then? Okay, guys, I have to go. I hope you can get it all sorted. Bye, everyone. I mean, what can I do? There's not what I can do. I can find a new place to live. That's all I can do. But then I don't even know if he's going to give him money now. I'm screwed. Again. I wasn't even going to record. At first, and then I thought, no, screw it. I have to. It's for my safety. The guy's crazy, and I just proved it. It's absolutely insane. But the police did say it's a common assault. So there you go. Oh, if it had broke my phone, man, that would have been like, bloody. I would have been able to sue for loads of money because it's my job. I would have been out of work for ages, man, because I have no way of buying another phone. I would have been out of work for ages. God knows how much YouTube revenue I would have made. Like, I can just make up money on the spot, really, with a bit of evidence from YouTube's monetization thing. I mean, what have I made? I made like triple figures in 1 month, 2 months of being monetized. Probably less than 2 months. Just triple figures, just about triple figures. Well, I might be getting some money tonight, at least. I got a budgeting loan because I'm supposed to be moving out. And we found a place to live. I says, "Joe, have you got the money for my deposit and stuff?" He didn't get back to me. I rang the landlord. I says, "Look, right, I've got a bit of an issue, right? I can provide about 2 months up front if my landlord gives me my deposit back." And he says, "Oh, I'm not sure if we want to do that. We want like 5 months up front." I said, 5 months? What? Yeah, we deposit and stuff. We need about 5 months. I'm like, what are you on about 5 months? And I said, I can give you 2 months. He went, oh yeah, that'll be all right. Then call back the next day. He's like, oh, it's gone. Somebody else has got it. They offered 2 months as well. I says, and then Umar texts me the same day after that call. Oh yeah, I'll make the £850 bond available for you. I'm like, oh, it's too late now. So now I've got like a budget in advance for a home that I can't even get now. I mean, I can still use it for the next place, but mostly for moving costs because I had no way of like moving out when I got to it. So I thought I better get a budget in advance so I can get a taxi with all my stuff. And I didn't even need that much money. I just needed taxi money really. So my benefits are coming on 11th. So I thought everything was like getting sorted out, and then he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm coming round tomorrow." He actually give exactly 24 hours notice. Just about exactly. Maybe a few hours late. 5 o'clock, and he says, "Oh, I'm coming around at 4:30." So it's half an hour late. So yeah, he didn't actually give 24 hours notice. He gave 23 hours and 30 minutes notice. And I've got it all in evidence. So I need to write that down really as well. Crime reference number Who am I saying? What date is it today? Tuesday, 7th of December. Tuesday, 7th of December. Umar Hussain. What did he say about? Oh, you can't give your landlord's details on YouTube. I says I already have. I don't know what you're on about. He's going to be a criminal. I'm going to post him on YouTube, mate, and I'm going to shame him, and I'm going to shame his company, and I'm going to shame everybody that's involved with him, because I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm going to shame everybody that does anything wrong to me now from now on. That's why I record the police, even if they're dealing with my issues, just in case they do something wrong, which they did. He said my name, personal name. When I told him, do not say personal details. Like, specifically, I am live streaming to people on YouTube. It goes out all over the world. I do not want personal details on my live stream. Since when you stop live streaming? And nope. It's for my protection. Why do you record it? I says, oh, for evidentiary purposes. No, it's for protection, mate. It's for everybody's protection. Evidentiary or not. In fact, the evidence is for protection. That's why you record. It's the evidence. You need the evidence for your protection. Police do not get it at all. Oh, it's minor. It's minor when someone comes into your house, becomes aggressive. You've got nowhere else to go. That's minor. He's scared for your life. He stole my key. He tried to grab my camera. He invaded my personal space. He came right up to me. Less than, like, kicking distance away. So I kicked him. I defended myself. I thought he was going to hit me. I actually thought he was going to hit me. I was backed into a corner. I couldn't go nowhere else. Seriously, I was going to get a weapon, man. I was going to get a weapon to defend myself. Like, I would have been perfectly within my rights. I can pick up anything I want to defend myself. If he comes near me and I hit him with it, I had to do it. I had to defend myself. I'm not getting punched in the face, and I'm not getting hit, and I'm not getting attacked, and I'm not getting touched. I'm not getting my personal space invaded. I will defend myself. In my own house, especially. Umar Hussain came with estate agents. William H. Brown. I should contact William H. Brown, shouldn't I, and say, yo, what the heck just happened? Why are you dealing with this guy, man? He's a criminal. He attacked me. He grabbed my phone. Here's the live stream. In fact, I will do that. William H. Brown. What was his name again? Matt Fox. Matt Fox. Wait a minute. Mr. Fox was my teacher in school. Maybe it's his son. Shall I ring him now? I've got his number. I've got his card somewhere. Where did I put that card? Where did I put that card? I thought I brought it upstairs. Drugs everywhere. Legal drugs. He stole my key. Just got key to this door.
Oh, we put my key in the door, so I'm saying that.
It is. So Manny, we're upstairs, and I says, "Don't go in his room, please." And then that's when he grabbed my phone. He's like, "Yeah, I'll grab that phone." He just grabbed it before I even said it. I'm gonna get a body cam. Only solution. I'm just gonna have body cam going 24 hours a day as well. So yeah, should we look at body cams on eBay or something? Something cheap. Cheap with a long recording time. 24 hours a day, 24 hours preferably. Can you get a camera that records for 24 hours? Off one charge. Got to be alright. Let's have a look. Like I'm smoking a lot. Stressed. Coffee, let's just chill out for a second. Coffee. I don't have a cup. I'll be right back. Milk as well. So yeah, the plan is, everyone's still here, thank you very much for waiting around. I need a coffee. The plan is I'm going to ring William H. Brown. I'm going to talk to Matt Fox. I'm going to say, so what do you think about that? Are you going to buy a house off this criminal who enters properties and attacks people in their own house? And if you have any dealings with WHF Enterprises, I would also remove ties with them, because I've been trying to get into contact with the directors or somebody else, because I'm actually contracted with WHF Enterprises, not Umar Hussain. I mean, I'm contracted with WHF Enterprises, so I want to know who the directors are, who the bosses, who are the people above him. But I can't find any details. I sent a letter to a surgery with one of the directors of another director. I think he's one of the directors as well. I can't remember exactly. No, there's information online about it. I just couldn't find the actual address, an email address, anything. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to contact WHF, William H. Brown and William H. Brown estate agents, Matt Fox. And it says Lister. Matt Lister Fox? Or Lister Matt Fox? Matt Fox at sequencehome.co.uk. Shall I just send him an email? Or should I just ring him? If I ring him though, I can't do it on live stream. Well, I can if I do it on Facebook live stream. I think. I'm not sure. In fact, I can live stream on my computer. What am I doing? What am I doing? So, shall I just end it and then live stream again and get the call to Matt Fox? WilliamHBrown.co.uk. No, I'm just relaxing for now. I'm just relaxing. There's not what I can do. The police have his details. If what happens again tonight, I'll just ring police again. What else can I do? Start boarding up windows. That's about all I can do. Can't believe he stole my key, man. I should have said it's the only key in the house. I should have said he only give us one key, so he can lock us in now. He can lock us in. We can't get out. That's what I should have said. He says you need to get that key back. Anyway, did I record him taking it? I think I missed him actually taking it, but he had a shoelace in his hand. I think I recorded that bit. That was my key. My key is connected to a shoelace, and I used that to tie my phone up around my neck and use it as a dash cam when I'm cycling. That's really the only evidence that I've got that is my key. Apart from I might have some videos of it when I grab it, because I put it on here. Bloody key, man. I always make a mistake. There's always one mistake that I make. I think I did everything else right, apart from bloody opening that door and leaving the key in the door like an idiot. Why did I leave the key in the door? What an idiot. Is this joking? No, it's joking audits. Pappers supporter. See you later. I will get sorted, bud, one way or another. Stay positive, which will get sorted. by law, the deposit is protected and any disputes have to go through an independent judge, which is impartial. Yeah, but I can't find a place unless I get that money, like straight away. Like there's no two ways about it, man. I'm skint as all. The money actually came from Vickers Trust. They got me this place with this landlord. Well, actually, the Salvation Army found out about it, and I says, "Oh yeah, I want to check this place out." It had a pool table. It had a home cinema. I bought a dartboard for it, man. We were like million. We were like living in a mansion. My room was tiny. I didn't care. I only sleep in my room. I just sit downstairs and I play games. I can play games on a big projected wall screen. Big projector. I can play games on it. It's like it was like. I mean, it wasn't good quality because my laptop's poo, but I didn't care. It was a massive screen. It was just amazing. And then he goes, "Oh, it's a fire risk." Moves us into this place. Like, oh bloody hell! We made it home, and we love it. We love it here. And then it's like, and then 3-4 months later, it's like, oh, your contract's up for renewal. You're not paying your rent. We're selling house. You've got 2 weeks to move out. Just a letter. No Section 21. No nothing. No forms is filled out. Just a letter saying, yeah, you got to move out. It's like, nah. Went to Citizens Advice Bureau. What's the word? Got a solicitor. I rang Citizens Advice Bureau. They said, "Oh yeah, we'll get a solicitor to talk about it." They said he's got to have a Section 21 notice. That gives you 2 months after it's been served by the court, or after it's been processed. Or he's got to get a Section 8 notice if you're in rent arrears. Are you in rent arrears? No, I'm not in rent arrears. Well, I sort of am in rent arrears, but she said, "Oh, you've got to be at least 2 months in rent arrears." I says, "Well, the bill was £450. My rent is £330 a month. I used the rent to pay for the bills because he's supposed to pay for the bills. The water company says they're going to turn water off, so I had to pay. Well, they didn't say they were going to turn water off, but I just wanted to pay the bills. I just wanted to be actually on top of the bills for a change, you know." They said the bills are in your name, you have to pay it. And I says, "Well, okay, I'll just pay it out of his rent because he's supposed to pay the bills." I text him. I says, "Look, right, just contact me if you like. Can I start paying this bill yet? Because I'm going to use your money, your rent money, to pay for the bills because you're supposed to pay it. Can I start?" He didn't contact back, so I just started paying it. Well, I've set up a direct debit, and then he's like, "Oh, you've got to leave now," and I'm like, "Well, what's the point of paying water bill then?" I mean, I'm gonna have to pay it eventually anyway, but like, I don't need to pay it right now, do I? Especially when I've got to move out, you know. I can't have the expense on. Like, the water company can wait. And it's not the water company's fault, and I apologise, but you're gonna have to wait, mate, because I just do not have the funds to find a new place, get everything sorted there, and pay water rates for a house that you should have been paying water rates for. And well, I've actually spent the money sillily, but you know, skin man, I don't have nothing. Even though I spent the money, I used it over like 2 months. It's not like I spent it all at once, you know. Just you don't have enough money on benefits. I'm now on medication. I'm on antidepressants, sertraline. It sort of made me happy yesterday. I was absolutely enjoying myself. So it's kicked in. She said it's going to take a bit, like a long time to kick in. You're gonna feel probably a bit shit at first. It made me feel sick. And I remember I used to I think this is the first antidepressant I tried. And it made me feel sick, and I said it did make me feel better a bit, but not enough. But this time it's like, I don't know, it's working. can't believe I'm this calm. To be fair, it's got to be the drugs. And yeah, that is me calm. This whole video is me being calm. I've got a mental illness, right? Yeah, probably. Actually, I did tell him. I told him I had a mental illness when I first moved in here. Moved in at Broadgate House, the first place that we were at. So, to treat someone like that with a mental illness, man. It's sad. It's sad. I didn't even get in the way. I just said, do not go in my room, please. Oh, what did I say? I'd rather you didn't go in my room, please. And then he just goes, oh, grab that camera, yeah. If I didn't have a pop socket, man, I wouldn't be able to grab my phone like fast enough to get it off of him. What would he have done if he'd have got my camera, turned it off? What would he have done then? I'll tell you what he would have done. He would have started with me, and he would have been knocked out, man. I'm telling you. If not, brown bread. Because then I have no holes barred. Then it's just a matter of survival at that point. Like, I don't want to be on camera, like being aggressive or fighting with anybody. So if he turns camera off, game over, man. Game over. He makes his own job more stressful by doing this. It's like, oh, I've got a stressful job. That's because you're a twat. And you're just like complete. You have no idea what you're doing at all. You just react like a stupid little fat man. If you're watching this, Umar Hussein, I'm sorry, mate, but you're insane. I've got a mental illness, mate. I've got a mental illness, and I'm probably more civilized than you. You're a barbarian. You come from a third world country, probably. I don't know how long you've been in England. I don't know if you're born in England. I don't really care. You've still got a third world mentality. You've got a barbarian mentality. We're not barbarians in this country, mate. We're civilized human beings. We're English people. We need to be civilized. We need to do things the right way, not the wrong way. You call up, give me 24 hours notice around. Like, that's the right way. I'm allowed to record in my own house. If you don't like it, you can do what you got to do and get out. That's it. I've got to record you because you've become aggressive before. You're acting nice to me now, which makes me even more worried. The only reason you're acting nice is so you could get in the house and do your bloody survey with estate agents. Do you really think these estate agents are going to deal with you now? If they do, then God help them. Once people start seeing William H. Brown, this is a guy's name. This is you're representing William H. Brown. This guy is probably the owner of the company, and you're gonna buy a house off a criminal in William H. Brown's name. You sure about that? I'll be contacting William H. Brown personally. I'll be saying, look at what happens. Look at what happens. Even the bloody estate agent were like, why are you recording? Which is perfectly within his right, so you can ask questions and that. But you know, there's no why am I recording? There's no like I could tell you stories about Umar Hussein, mate. But you know, I'm not there. I'm not there to tell you stories. But no, I'm going to tell you stories. In fact, I'll tell you a story right now. It became aggressive before at Broadgate House because I wouldn't leave. Well, I couldn't leave. I couldn't get all my stuff packed up in a day. There was just no chance. I didn't want to forget stuff. Everybody else left. I got bundled out in like the first few hours. I were in bed, ill. I had a hangover. All right, self-inflicted. Fair enough. But you know, I came out and I'm like, what's all this banging about? And everyone was moving out. And they'd gone by the time I woke up or got up. And then Umar Hussein was just like pottering about. I'm like, what's going on? Like, oh, you got to leave the house. It's a fire risk. There's no emergency exit. I says, look, mate. I don't get. You could have given us some notice or something. I said, it's out of my hands, man. It's like you didn't even know it was a fire risk before this day. Is that what you're trying to tell me? It's like, well, it's not about that. You need to go now. I'm like, what? So I said, look, right. I'll get my stuff packed tonight. In the morning, we can leave. I rang them up in the morning. I rang them the guys that had left already to the new house in the morning. They said, there's no electricity, there's no internet, there's no TVs, there's no like TV aerial. We've got nothing. We've got heating, we've got hot water, but we don't have no electricity. We've been in dark all night, all day, all evening. He came back. Umar Hussein came back around to the house, let himself in again. He's let himself in before. He's let himself in loads of times. He sent the builders round without even being there with the key to our property. They let themselves in, started working on the house. I got back. I've been out. I got back. I said, what's going on? I rang Umar Hussein. I said, look, right, you can't send people around. You need to give notice. He says, no, I don't. I live there. I'm like, what are you on about? You ain't ever lived here. I've got a room there. There's a spare room with all this stuff in it, apparently. There's no bed in it. There's a hole in the door. I can see through it. There's no bed in it. He doesn't live here. He just like uses it as storage areas for himself. And he probably rents it off the company, fair enough. But that doesn't mean he lives here. And technically, he might be able to lag it. Fair enough. But we had no information about another guy living here. We only had the information about the people that were living there right then. Like he had never told us that he were living there, so he's in breach of the contract that he wrote up with me because he didn't tell me who were actually living there. He introduced me to the people that were living there. He says, "Oh, this is this, and this is this guy, and this is his girlfriend. They live together. She has her own place, but she mostly spends the time here." And said, "Hello, yeah, nice to meet you." But he never said he were living there. He's never lived there. He's never like slept there. But he used to show up like all the time without any notice. Go, oh, I'm just doing some measurements and stuff like that. I'm like, what are you on about? Get out of my house. We have privacy in this country. We're supposed to have privacy, you know. He never even told me like he lived there until like the fire risk thing. That was like 4 months later. So we lived there for 4 months. Right, enjoyed it. Parties, kept the house clean, kept it all tidy, looked after it, cleaned it all. I cleaned it from top to bottom and got rid of all dust, man. Should have seen dust in my room, man. It's like, oh, you know, people always clean the house when they first get there. Why do I have to do it? It's like, mate, you're trying to make money out of me here, you know? You're supposed to like clean the place. Like when I looked at the room before, I was looking at the big room with the window. It was pretty clean. It was cleaner than the other room, and he didn't even show me that room. He says, "Oh, you'll be getting this room." And then I says, "Oh, can you drop the price down a bit?" It's, because I didn't know the benefits would actually pay for the whole thing. So I went, "Can you do 330?" Like, I can't remember. There was a reason why I dropped the price down. All because I could only get £1,000 out of the Vicar's Trust. The Vicar's Trust gave me up to £1,000 for the first month's rent and the deposit. Otherwise, I would have had no chance. I would have still been homeless at this point, man. I don't know how else I could have afforded a decent place to live, really. I've never talked as much as I do now, like on YouTube. Like I usually just stay quiet most of the time. Ever since I started auditing, I've just been talking more and more and more and more and more. Like I don't know how to get it all out, man. I don't know how to get all this stuff out. Like, I talked to my doctor. They said it's a three-pronged approach. You need to do biological, social, and activism or physical. So it's biological, drugs or medication. 2, social. That's talking about your problems. 3 is physical. I do loads of physical stuff, man. I audit, for God's sake. That's physical and mental. But she's saying, you shouldn't really do things that make you feel bad. Like, if you put yourself in situations that make you feel bad, and that's what you should avoid. And it's like, it's my job though. And it's like, well, does it make you feel better? And I says, yeah, it keeps my mind occupied, so I don't have to think about all this stuff. Although I do probably overthink things too much. Which is why I get depressed, I suppose. But, when stuff like this is happening, you've got to think about it, because you've got to think of a solution. You've got to think of a way out of it. You've got to think of a way to get out of the situation, so you can't just ignore it. I mean, I don't have no solution at all to this at the moment. Like, he's got £850 of mine. He says he would give me it when I left, but God knows what now. Like, we're back at square one again. I'm back at square. All that work I've done, doing all the accounts for him. I wrote everything down. All the money that I've paid in rent. All the dates that I've been, the exact date of each payment. I worked it all out, and I said, you owe me £850. In fact, you owe me more than that, because if you want to settle out a court, you owe me about £5,000. Well, I said £2,000, and then I took it down to £1,000. He owes me compensation. He's made me depressed. I'm back on medication because of him. Like, it's not because of auditing. Like, no, what's happened to me auditing? Well, apart from I got assaulted by a police officer, and then I got assaulted by a bald-headed guy. That's all that's happened to me, and then I wasn't depressed. But then this all started happening, and then I'm gonna have to call doctors. So I just had to. And plus, I had really bad indigestion, so I might as well do it all at once. Put me on sertraline and some heavy-duty indigestion tablets, capsules. I got lost with my train of thought. Message retracted. Sir John Major, how come your messages always get retracted? And Sir John Major, what are you doing? Are you running for Prime Minister again or something? What's your angle with joking audits? I don't get it. I don't think you've ever made a comment, because you keep retracting everything. Are you actually the real Sir John Major? Are you actually a sir? Did you get knighted? Can you actually call yourself sir on YouTube when you don't have a knighthood? Are you impersonating somebody, my friend? Or are you the real John Major? In fact, there's probably loads of John Majors, isn't there? Was John Major actually his surname? Changed his name by default. I don't know. I had to call outside tonight. Usually I have my window open a little bit, but today I just can't. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know like what to do. What shall I do? I suppose I should download this video for him. I'll probably just. I don't know. Can I edit it? Can I actually download the whole thing? I'll just give him the whole thing, bullets. I mean, it's better on YouTube because it gets transcribed for you. I mean, maybe the transcriptions are wrong, subtitles are wrong, but you know. Oh, that's because I started swearing at him. I said, "You're a fat cunt. Get the fuck out of my house." Sorry for swearing, guys. Sorry for swearing. You know, I've got to. See if there's any more messages. Yeah, you got anything else to say quickly before I leave? Hi everyone, what's been happening? My landlord just common assaulted me. He grabbed my phone. I defended myself. Now he's left. I called the police. I recorded the police interaction. It's all on this live stream, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. I needed to do it. I had to do it. I'm glad I did it. No, I had no other protection apart from this. Maybe he want to become aggressive if I want recording, but you know, he shouldn't have become aggressive just because I'm recording. I told him I was recording, I wasn't doing it secretly. If they don't like it, then they can get out of my house. Simple as. I don't know what else to say. The landlord is aggressive. The landlord has been aggressive before, so this is why I chose to record. I wasn't actually going to record it at first. I was only going to record if the situation got out of hand, or I started entering my room, because I've made it perfectly clear. I do not want you to go in my room. It's private stuff in there. I do not want you to go in my room. And then that's when he tried to grab my phone. Well, he did grab my phone, but I have a pop socket on, so I was able to hold on to it, and I was able to remove it from his hand. And then he chucked the estate agent out, Matt Fox, which Mr. Fox was actually my teacher in school, sports teacher. William H. Brown. So yeah, get your complaints into William H. Brown. The email address is matt.fox MATT.FOX at sequenceform.co.uk. So that's at sequencehome.co.uk. Matt Fox at sequenceform.co.uk. His telephone number is 01274 531233. The address is 21 Market Square, Shipley, West Yorkshire, BD18 3QB. That's Bravo Delta 18 3 Quebec Bravo. I will be calling this guy as soon as I stop live streaming. See if I can get through to him. If not, I will be emailing him, and I'll be making a long ass complaint. And I'll be showing him the link to the video. And I'll also be trying to track down the owner of William H. Brown himself, and I'll try and email that guy with the same email that I do to Matt Fox, probably, because I can't be arsed writing it twice. I'm just going to say, I think you should think twice about dealing with this criminal. Like, this is going on YouTube. I don't think you want your company being associated with this criminal. I don't think you want to buy a house off this criminal. In fact, I think you should not buy a house off this criminal. In fact, I think everyone should not buy a house off this criminal and make him bankrupt, because he's absolutely disgraceful. He comes into my house without any notice. He does what he wants. He uses my toilet. He says he lives here, which he's never lived here. He never cleaned it. He's never looked after it. In fact, when we got here, we had to clean the whole place. We had to clean the whole other place. It wasn't fit for human habitation. There was no electricity when we first got here. There was no internet. There was no TV. There was hot water. That's all we had. Hot water. Gas boiler. There was central heating. Got a roof over his head. Yeah. We could be in worse situations. I have been in worse situations. In fact, I was almost 3 years before this. But I'd rather be homeless than put up with this stuff, to be fair. I'd rather be in a tent in the freezing cold temperatures than put up with this stuff. In fact, I might just do that. Just go back to the woods, build a fire, and just chill out for a bit and just get away from it all, man, because I just can't deal with it. I'm mentally drained. I'm on medication now, again, because of all this. And not just because of all this, but this was the last straw. Well, actually, before was the last straw. When my roommate let him in the first time, and then he says, "Oh, I'm living here now." And he just sat down watching TV, looking on his phone. I said, "Get out of my house, man. You do not live here." He's like, "I rent a room," and he's like, "What? This room over here with nothing in it? The bed's not even like." It's not even got an underbit on the, like, it's like got half of an underbit for the bed, so you can't even sleep on it anyway. It's just it's got a mattress on it, but it's just half of the underbit, what they're called. The base of the bed is just half of the base. The other half's missing. In fact, the other half's not even there because you can't fit the bed actually in the room. It's like crushed in so much. It's not even big enough to live in. Anyway, that's all on my YouTube channel. The first time he actually came round. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm just going over and over and over and over and over it again. There's nothing else. Like, there's no... Oh, yeah, William H. Brown. I want to contact him personally. I want to contact the directors. I want to contact the bosses. I want to contact the people at the top. I mean, they're not going to do anything, but at least they might not deal with him. That'll put a spanner in his works. He deserves everything he gets, man. I'm not a vengeful person, but what else can I do? Well, all I can do is sue him. He deserves to go to prison for what he did to me, to be honest. Aggressive people like that should not be on the street, and they definitely shouldn't be landlords. He needs like a... I don't know. I need to get an injunction against him first, that's what I need to do. Because he will come out of the house again. Although he can't come in unless he gives 24 hours notice, which he probably won't now. So he just can't come in, simple as. In fact, I might just block his number. No, I won't do that. Then he will be a lot of coming, won't it? Because they'd be like, oh, I try to contact you. I'll probably just say that anyway, won't I? So I can receive calls while I'm streaming, actually, because I've got a police call. Oh yeah, the police are, the police are investigating, whatever that means. It said I became aggressive, which it's all on video, so you can make your own mind up for that. I didn't become aggressive, I defended myself. Yes, you have to stand up and protect yourself. I did then, yeah. I was backed into a corner, you got in my personal space, so I did. Your recording will help, it's good it was recording. I know that, but that's, I wasn't going to record at first at all. I was just going to, like, only if something happened I was going to record. I was just going to leave them to it. I'm just going to walk around with them, witness everything they do. And I thought, no, I'm going to put it on YouTube because he's done wrong to me in the past and I don't trust him. We put information to contact them. Others can call or write. I wish you well. You have rights too. Please update us on your progress and how others can help. I mean, you know, I need some money, but I can't actually access my money. So, like, there's no point unless I give you my bank details. I mean, yeah, I'll probably do it. I'll just give you my bank details, man. If you email me, like, if you want to send me money, I'll give you my bank details. Just email me. I'll give you my bank details because I need money. I have nothing. In fact, no, I'm getting some money tonight, I think, or tomorrow night. I've got a budgeting loan coming through, which I'm not allowed to use for personal things, I don't think, really. Well, I don't know. I need to get a home anyway, and I've got my benefits coming, so I'll just use that for now, and then I'll use my benefits to find a place to live. I'll watch the stream from the start. I can't stay on, but if the others could write, call to make inquiries, appeal on your behalf, it would make them listen. I mean, yeah, I think it'd be a good thing if you could, like, email matt.fox@sequence.co.uk. Just write them an email, tell them about the YouTube video. Say, we've seen joking audits on YouTube. Matt Fox went round to look at the property, and we're actually absolutely sickened by the. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to say. You know what to say, man. Absolutely sickened by this landlord. We'd prefer it if he didn't deal with this guy anymore, and definitely do not buy off of him anymore. And his company is WHF Enterprises. That's the Umar Hussain. That's the landlord. Just make sure you write his name, Umar Hussain. UMAR Hussain. HUSSAIN. That's how I spell it anyway. I don't know how he spells it, but that's how I spell it. His company, that's my landlord, is WHF Enterprises. Thinks it's bloody Star Trek, don't they? WHF Enterprises. What WHF stands for? Doesn't give a fuck. Who gives a fuck? Who has fucks given? Has attacked. Has attacked. Oh, that's that. What? WHF. What has. No. Come on, think of some WHF memes. Wanker. Horrible. Fat. Enterprises. No, fat's a good word though, you know. It's like, yeah, it's fat, man. It's a fat joint. Joint, I mean, like, it's a fat home, you know. It's a fat joint, bro. Fat joint. You got a fat joint here. It's a fat home. You know, joint as in like, you know, joint area. Fat house, bro. You got a fat house. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Anyway, like, I really do appreciate it. Like, I don't know what else I could have done differently. Not record. That's all I could have done differently. Maybe then it wouldn't have kicked off. But I'm not going to blame myself. Why am I blaming myself? It's not my fault. He's an aggressive. He's always been aggressive. He was aggressive before. That was without recording. That's when I started recording after he became aggressive. I think. Maybe I recorded him straight away. But he kept coming in my house without any notice, so I was just like, screw it. After recording. I just started my YouTube channel at that point, I think. I just started to get my life back together. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do YouTube. Seeing these auditors, why don't I do it? Have a go at it. Let's have a go. It's blown up. Like, I'm surprised I actually got this far, to be fair, to monetization. 1,500 view, like, subscribers. Like and subscribe, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, man. I mean, I'm happy with you just watching, but, you know, it's free to subscribe. Just press that subscribe button. Hit the bell if you want to see notifications. You can always be updated, hopefully, if YouTube actually does put the notifications through. Most of them do go through. Make sure you keep checking up for live streams. I mean, sometimes I'm just live streaming games, but I'm always talking. I'm always there to talk. I'm always there to answer questions. It might take me a bit to look at the screen if I'm playing a game or whatever, but I always look eventually. Like, you might have to, like, you only have to wait like a couple of minutes, 5 minutes here and there. Look at the screen every 5-10 minutes, at least. So, like, you're gonna get your question answered. I don't have like super loads of conversations, so it's I always read your comments. I think I've read all the comments so far. Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. Hi everyone, what's happening? Yeah, we all know that. I mean, the video speaks for itself. Is this joking? No, it's joking audits. I will get sorted, bud. One way or another. Stay positive. It will get sorted. I keep saying that. Okay, guys, have to go. Yep, fine. I'm guessing he has not. I think you can run a business from home. You can run a business from home, yeah, but, like, can you run a business from an apartment that's meant only for housing? I'm pretty sure you can't. I think it's in like a basement. It's like in a basement. Well, the rooms actually have windows, but the downstairs where the offices would be is in a basement, and that's why we got kicked out of there, because it was a fire risk to, like, be down there, because there's no other escape apart from one set of stairs. But it's like there's like a staircase and there's a hallway. The hallway has nothing in it really, apart from few pieces of furniture. If there's a fire, right, there's a metal staircase. It could become hot, actually, and then you won't be able to. You'd be melting your shoes as you're walking up it. You won't be able to touch the banister because it's all made of metal. But, like, the hallway is so massive that you'd be able to get out. There's nothing in the hallway basically. Well, there's a cupboard actually. There's one cupboard. So if there's a fire, man, you're gonna notice before it's like spread to hallway. You're gonna get burnt probably getting out. But anyway, if it's a fire risk, how can you change it into offices? Like, that's got to be worse. There's gonna have loads of people down there with, like, massive amounts of computers. There's more likely going to be a fire, isn't there? You said there were offices before, though. So what I think has happened, COVID happened, it's put a halt to his business, so he's rented it to me, and then COVID's restrictions have gone, and he's kicked me out, brought me into this home because they didn't want to bloody void a contract. And now he's selling it on because he's like, oh, we've got his office going again. We don't need tenants anymore. He's just done it. He's done this all on purpose. Like, we had no idea what were going on, but this is what I think's happened. He's done it all on purpose, and he's made our lives miserable. Basically, I mean, we're only a 6-month contract. Fair enough. He has the right to like remove us or whatever, or kick us out after 6 months. But he's got to do it the right way. You can't just, and he's got to bloody treat us the right way while we're contracted with him or his company. Oh, not even his company. He's just a property manager for the company. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go now. I've got more viewers than ever before, man. I can't go, can I? I need toilet though. But you're all gonna leave if I've got a toilet, aren't you? Oh look, I've got more viewers now, 9. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, check out last night's audit. That were a fun one. That actually cheered me up last night. Well, fun. Not what happened really, but it was just me joking. Actually making jokes. Just making jokes. Having a laugh, you know. I just got my medication. I took 1 pill, and I was just on it like a carb on it. I was just going like, just having a laugh, man. I mean, people might think I'm a bit, I don't know, crazy. No, not crazy. I mean, I'm mentally ill, so a little bit. I've got depression. And I think I've got PTSD. Like, because stuff like this keeps happening to me. Landlord keeps attacking me. This isn't the first time he's attacked me. He's done it before in the other place. Chased me around. I think that's on YouTube actually. But maybe I didn't record him. I can't remember if I did. See what I mean? I've got PTSD when I can't even remember what actually happened that day. Really, it was only for like 4 months ago. 4 or 5 months ago. Probably 4 months ago. It wasn't even that long ago. But I just can't remember because I just don't want to remember. Sorry, these bums are after you. Yeah, I'm a bum. Don't be saying that. I'm gonna be a bum again if this guy has anything to do with it. But yeah, I know what you mean. The thing is, he's got a business, man. He can't be doing stuff like this. The whole business is on the line if you do stuff like this. He's not. I don't think he's acting independently. He says that he owns the property, so he is actually the landlord of this property. But I'm not contracted with I'm not contracted with him. I'm contracted with WHF Enterprises. That's when I signed my contract with WHF Enterprises. Like his if he hadn't give us a new contract, then we're still contracted to WHF Enterprises. So he's put this whole business on the line. I think that's how it works. Because who else am I going to sue? I'm going to sue him personally. When I set up the contract, it was with WHF Enterprises. He was working as WHF Enterprises. Sounds dodgy indeed. That guy is like completely dodgy, man. He tried to grab my phone. I told him, I said, look, right, I'm going to be recording because I have to. The estate agent says, why are you recording then? Why are you live streaming it? And I says, because it's my house. Because I can. That's what I do. I live stream things. I audit people. You are being audited. I didn't say that, but you know, that's what I do. This is what I do. I wasn't going to record it at first. I just wasn't. I was just like, oh, let's just have a peaceful day for a change. But then I thought, no, people actually want to see this stuff, and I want to audit it personally. I want to audit what happens when estate agents come around with the landlord, and I want to see him like try and go in my room. And I want to, like, even when I tell him not to. I mean, I don't know the law on that. Is he allowed to do that? I don't know. I mean, I don't really mind him going in my room, but I just said I'd prefer it if he didn't go in my room. That's what I said to him, and then that's when he grabbed my camera and basically assaulted me. Common assault. You auditors should get some documents printed up with all the laws on them. And do you know how many laws there is? What about the law about practicing actor on a Sunday? Do I need to print that one out? And the 1824 Vagrancy Act that's still used today arrests people for stealing cheese out of bins. Should I write that one up as well? I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. I need to know my rights and stuff. I mean, I think I know basically a good understanding of what my rights are. And in this case, just about everything is done. I'm able to sue him about. So all I need to do is just gather all evidence together and make a civil claim against him. But first, I'm going to charge him for the common assault. See what he gets for that. And I'm going to contact WH Brown, and I'm going to say, please do not deal with this tyrant and complete ignoramus of your personal rights. Document with case law and everything on it that you need, even when they want to try and use terrorism. Right, screw terrorism, man. I'm pretty extreme, so you know, it's they're probably right. No, I'm not a terrorist. I'm trying to make things better in the world, you know. I'm trying to stop the terrorism. I'm trying to record these tyrants. Everything you need to show the police. So when you get stopped in towns and outside police stations, just give them a document. Yeah, that's not the point of auditing, though. The point is, auditing is you're supposed to be a member of the public, ignorant to the law, and then the police should explain what you're doing wrong. And if they try to get you details or anything, that's when you want to use the documents or whatever. And they start going, oh well, we're going to have to arrest you under terrorism. Yeah, that's when you start using the documents. You play ignorant at first because that's what you want. You want the reaction. You want to see how they would treat a Joe Bloggs ordinary member of the public. That's what you want as an auditor. You want that to see how they would deal with that. I don't do that. I don't do that kind of audit. I go out and I say, look, right, I want you to stop being corrupt. I tell them to the face, I say, look, right, parking on WA lines, this is just the start of corruption here. This is the problem, right? They do little things. What else are they going to do? Little breaches, I show that. That's what I go after. I record everything. Every time I see a police officer, I record it. Don't matter where I am. Don't matter. Even if I'm not auditing, even if I'm busy, doesn't matter. As soon as I see something, and I see that they might cause an infraction, I get my camera out and I start recording. It don't matter how much battery I've got. It don't matter how much data I've got. It don't matter how much bloody thing I've got. It's always going on when I see a police officer, especially when they're harassing or approaching engaging with a member of the public. It has to be done because I know from personal experience they will use every power in that book of theirs to get your details unlawfully, arrest you unlawfully, and try and turn things, try and twist things, and lie to you. They've lied to me numerous times. I actually caught a lie once. He tried to get me to sign something. It says you have to sign it. Like, I've got to see you sign it. That's why I'm here. I have to hand you these papers in person, and I need to see you sign it. And I says, look, right, I'm not signing anything without a solicitor. You just like approached me on the street saying I've got to sign it. I don't have to sign anything without a solicitor. I ain't even read it yet. He says, oh yeah, well you can read it now. And I says, yeah, but I don't understand it. So I need a solicitor. and he's like trying to say that I have to sign it now. And I says, well, I'm not taking it then. And he says, oh no, I've got to give you it today. And it's like, well, give me it then, and I'll talk to my solicitor, and I'll read it and I'll understand it, and then I'll choose if I want to sign it or not. I don't sign anything anyway, and I definitely don't sign anything in public with personal details on it. Document with case law. Anyway, where was I? I think I got confused. But yeah, it's just like that's nothing. That's not, well, actually it is something, because that's why I got a breach of bail on my record eventually. I'll talk about that one day. That's another joking audit story time story. I don't want to go through that in my mind at the moment, you know. One day I will talk about it, I promise. Document with case law and everything on it that you need, even when they want to try and use terrorism. There was a video where Allowed got searched under section 43 just to try and find some ID. Yeah, I've got a video on mine. It says, we need to ascertain who you are. I think you're wanted in connection with some sort of court case. I think you're wanted in court and you've missed your court date. And I'm like, so just because you think that I am somebody else, you think that's reasonable suspicion to arrest me, to ascertain my details? It's actually called Arrested to Ascertain My Details. It's only like a 2-second video, so just go watch that quickly. This guy, he apologised. He looked me up. I gave him my details eventually, because when I got arrested, I said, all right, fair enough. You are actually going to follow through with this. Fair enough. All right, I'll give you my details. Find out who I am. Looks on computer. He says, oh, you've got previous, do you? I says, no, I haven't. I says, I've got breach of bail. I says, oh, yeah, that's what I meant. I'm like, yeah, all right, fair enough. I've got previous. Fine. But, you know, I've never done naught wrong, really. I shouldn't have even got breach of bail, really. I got not guilty for the crime that I got breach of bail for. Well, I got breach of bail for something else, but, like, it was connected with that crime. Like, the reason I got the breach of bail is because I got... Anyway, I'll talk about that one day. It's complicated. If that is wrong to use section 43 for the search, try gets ID. Yeah, it's definitely wrong. They use section 43 because they think you are... they keep saying it's to ascertain who you are, but what they mean is they need to have a name on record because they think you are doing terrorist things. But what they should say is you're arrested in connection with terrorism. Like, we think that you are recording for purposes of evidence gathering, which is a legitimate reason to arrest somebody under section 43. But the thing is, photography is not a crime, and they made specific rules on dealing with terrorism that says you cannot use section 43. Oh yeah, maybe you can use section 43, but you can use section 43. But if you think it is terrorism, contact. In fact, no, they can't use section 43 anymore. That's what it says. It says do not. If you think it's terrorist related, contact the terrorism unit. That's why we have terrorism units, because that's not because we have. That's not why we have terrorism units. We have terrorism units because we have terrorists. We import terrorists, apparently. But yeah, like they are there to be used for certain cases. If you think that it could be terrorist related, obviously the police want to go, oh, I want to deal with it myself. I could deal with this, but no, they can't, because they don't know what they're doing. They haven't read the IPCC website. and that says contact the terrorism unit if you suspect of terrorism. I think they can actually use Section 43. Well, they can use Section 43, but they can't use Section 45, is it, or 47 or something? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I've never been arrested for terrorism. Well, it does matter, but when it happens, it'll be all on camera, so it'll be all right. Yeah, we don't need to know the law, man. We don't need to know the law. You don't need to know the law. You don't need to know the law to go audit. You need to just like make sure you don't do anything wrong. You stay within the boundaries of the law. You don't need to know the law to stay in the boundaries of the law. I don't know what's going on with the camera. You just need to act like a civilized human being, like you usually do, like people usually do. And just record everything. And just have your say, ask questions, don't incriminate yourself. You know? Just stay silent if you have to. Just stand there with the camera and whatever they say, just say I'm remaining silent. And when they go, oh, well, we're going to have to arrest you for terrorism, you just say, well, you're going on YouTube then, and you're going to have a civil matter against you because I'm not a terrorist. Simple as. You don't have to know the law. You don't even need to say that. You just say, well, fair enough. You got to do what you got to do. I got to do what I got to do. Just record it and then deal with it later. Whatever happens, you deal with it later. Hopefully they won't assault you, or all they can do really is search you to gather evidence about your identification. Some terrorism things they can use it to ask for details. I can't remember. I think it's Section 47, is it? They can actually arrest you if you don't give your details on that one. But that's the one that they should use the terrorism squad for. They're not allowed to use that. So they're not allowed to use one of them. I'm not exactly sure which one it is. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You can give your details if you want. If you get arrested, you just say, look, I'll give my details now. I just don't want to give them in public. You go in police car, you say, look, I'll give my details now. I just didn't want to give them in public, that's all. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? They look at your bloody thing and they go, oh, you've never done anything wrong. Yeah, so, I mean, if you have done something wrong, I won't go out with a camera and if you've got court cases pending. Unless you are going to turn up to a court and then you're alright. You're doing everything within the law. They also seized their phone, and auditor caved in and gave his ID. All we needed was a receipt. You need to find out all of the laws on this before you start auditing. No, you don't. It's perfectly legal to record anything you can see with your eyes. Photography is not a crime. There's no crime being committed. You don't need to know any laws. You're just a concerned member of the public. That's all you are. You're just a concerned member of the public. Don't be pissed. Achy. Aki. I'm trying to help you. Just the laws relevant to photography, public, etc. There is no laws for photography. Well, there is, but not in the auditing case. And get printouts of the police stations showing where the public property ends and the private property. It doesn't even matter when it's a civil matter anyway. Like, I mean, I've been in a police station millions of times. What are they going to do? They're going to sue you in court for stepping on their property. That's all they can do. They can't arrest you for trespass, unless it's aggravated trespass. If you climb a fence or something, or a barrier, where it says, no, you can't come in here, and fair enough. If you walk in there without any resistance, they can go, look, you can leave. Can you leave, please? And you go, yeah, I'm leaving. I just wanted to see what's going on. You just have a reasonable excuse why you went in there, and then you say, Look, right, there were no signs. It were open. One time the barrier were open at the police station. There were a guy sat in a police car. I thought he were idling, so I went over into the police car park. The barrier was open. It were broken. I know not to go in there, but this guy were idling, so I had a reason to go in there, a legitimate reason, because he's wasting taxpayers' money idling. His car wasn't actually on. His lights was actually. So that's a draining battery. So that's going to be another taxpayer's expense if he drains batteries completely. But he just sat there for ages. He was sat there for ages, and I was like, I was going to go over, tell him the barrier's open, and I was like, oh, he's idling here as well. So I couldn't tell him about that. But it wasn't actually, his engine wasn't actually on. It's all on my YouTube channel. They lie, abuse their. I won't get in. I won't get in. I won't get in Archie. I won't get in Archie. I just am Archie. I'm like that. Sorry. I apologize. I'm not. I like you, like thinking, right? But you know, you can't be expected to know the law, man. You don't even know how difficult the law is. We have solicitors, right, that deal with sections of the law, and they study like 8 years on one part of the law. They become like what's the word? They're not experts. They just deal with that one part of the law because it's so advanced. Like it's so much knowledge to get in your head that so they have different like lawyers for different things. Like, they'll have lawyers for marriage. They'll have lawyers for I don't know, police or not police. What's I don't know. They've got lawyers for mortgages and financial lawyers and car accident lawyers, specialists. They have specialists. That's because you cannot know all the law. It's just impossible. Like the stuff that auditors do, they know what they need to know to be able to do what they do. Like that's all you need to know, really. But yeah, you've got to know. You've got to read up on it a little bit, just so you don't give your details at the wrong time and stuff like that. But it don't even matter anyway. It don't matter. What does it matter if you give your details anyway? Apart from they bloody split it out in public. That's the only problem. They keep bloody splitting it out in public. That's it. Any private information that they bloody say to the public, that's a GDPR breach. That's all you need to know. If they've got private information on you, if you give them private information and they start shouting it out in the street or whatever, or shouting it out on YouTube when you're live streaming, when you told them you're live streaming, and you said do not say private information, and it's like, oh, are you Joseph? Yes, I am. Yes, I am Joseph. Like that was private information until now. On YouTube, it's not private information really. My email address is my name. But yeah, that's another story. I let him in the house. I needed their help. I mean, I should have arrested him, shouldn't I? I should have hogtied him. I should have got my ropes out. I don't have ropes. They use that excuse all the time. What excuse? I say so many things when I can't remember what I said. You need to talk less as auditors. You need to talk less as auditors. Well, yeah. You need to act dumb, basically. Like AB, that's why it's so good because you can just go. Well, it's just matters of public interest. I don't know what the problem is. Matters of public interest. If the public are interested in my videos, so like I keep doing it. Yeah, but what are they? Why are they interested? What are they terrorists? Are they interested in terrorism? like the mind like races and like what the hell? Oh, he's been suspicious. He's been obtrusive, and it's like no, he's just a member of the public, and he doesn't understand what's going on. He's just recording. He's just pretending to be ignorant, like not ignorant, but like he's pretending to be a, Joe Bloggs. He's pretending to be a layman, like somebody that doesn't know the law. Does a layman know the law? I can't remember. He's just trying to do his thing and pretend like, oh, I don't really know about the law. I just know I like to record things, you know. And they're like, because he's not giving much away. They're like, oh, maybe he's like being secretive on purpose. Maybe he's acting like this on purpose. Maybe he's acting. Maybe he's suspicious. Maybe I can get him on suspicion because his suspicious behaviour. That's the problem with the police. They always like they try to find the littlest thing and then they'll go, right, I've got him on that. Okay, I can definitely use that as a suspicious behaviour. Why can't I say suspicious? Yeah, even looking for somebody that looks exactly like you, or it's in the day. I think that guy. Well, I know for a fact I've seen him before. I can't remember exactly what the problem was with him the first time, but I remember him being a horrible little man. And he's like, he recognised me, and I looked at him in car, and I looked him straight in the face because that's what I do. I like to look at the faces, police officers. And then he turned around at traffic lights and came back and he says, "Oh, I recognise you from somewhere." And I'm like, "Are you wanted?" And I said, "Nope." And he went, "Oh, I'm gonna have to do a check on you. I need your name and address and stuff." And then that's when I got my camera out and I'm like, "So what's your collar number? And what you arresting me for?" And he's written, it's like, "Oh, under suspicion that you wanted. You're under arrest." And he put me in cuffs. I said, "You don't have to put me in cuffs, man. What the hell? I'm not resisting." It's just a con to get your details if you find something like the lad. Yeah, but what do they get out of it? They get to look at your little court cases and go, "Ah, that guy, he's got these previous things. I bet he does dodgy things all the time. I'm going to watch this guy. I'm going to look out for him." That's all it is. And I'm the same with police officers. I'm like, I remember that guy. Like, he did something dodgy to me one time. I'm going to watch him as well. You know, it's fair enough. I get it. I get why they want your details. But they don't get it. They don't get your details. They're not allowed to get your details unless you've done something wrong. That's the only time they get your details. And then sometimes some things, like you say, you need to know the law. Sometimes they're not even allowed to get your details in that case as well. Well, you can refuse to give your details. Sometimes they'll arrest you to find your details if it's serious enough. Sometimes they'll just go, "Well, you know, it's just a minor infraction. I'll let you off." Yeah, you're probably right. I don't need your details. It's just a con to get your details. If you find something like the lad that had his phone seized, he caved in and gave his details. All he needed was a receipt. Well, yeah. Well, that's why you record. You understand common law. Don't cause anybody harm, offence, stealing, all that stuff. You need to know what you are doing. False arrests, breach of bail, very serious, defying the court, section 43, a search to see if your items on you probably items related to terrorism, still not to look for ID. Breach of bail, defying the court. Screw the court, man. Court's just as corrupt as police. It wasn't actually defying my breach of bail wasn't actually for defying the court. Oh yeah, it was. No, it wasn't. It was actually the courts, but it was the police that are allowed to use certain orders to they put a case forward and and it's right to the court and they say, can I use this order? But in this case, they didn't actually. They give the order before it goes to the court, so it's enacted straight away. If the court then decides, as you've got the order, whatever it may be, it then goes to the court, but the order is enacted straight away, but then it then goes to the court. The court accepts it or declines it. In this case, in my case, he accepted it, so the order was enacted. I breached it on numerous occasions because it wasn't reasonable. In fact, there was no need for it, but I didn't go to court and argue it, so I shot myself in the foot, really. I mean, I accept it. It was my fault. I probably could argue it in court now if I took it to like higher up in court, but I'm not really bothered. It's fine. The police can think what they want of breach of bail. Just watch the guy assault you. Yeah, it's crazy, man. You should file charges. I'm working on it. The police have been informed. The police are actually recorded on this video as well. The police said I became aggressive on the telephone call, which I don't know. You watched the video. Tell me where I became aggressive. I mean, I said, get the fuck out of my house, you fat cunt. That's about all I said. That's about as aggressive as I got. Actually, no, I defended myself at one point because he came into my space. I thought he was going to hit me. The guy needs to learn to be civilized. Yep. Did you have a copper in your house? Yep. That a warrant? Yep. Well, the warrant is I let him into the house, so I give him the warrant. They think you need to know more about the law, then you can stop this. Whatever. I know. Like, all I need to do is just file charges, get him arrested. That's going to go on his record. Take him to civil court, sue him. Well, I'll be suing his company, I think, because that's who I'm contracted with. WHF Enterprises. If anyone from the internet comed uninvited here, I got a nice big logo with their names on it. Yeah, don't say that, because if you actually do use that, then they'll hold it against you. I mean, you can pick up a weapon if somebody attacks you, or if you're in fear that you're going to be attacked, you can pick up a weapon and use it, but you can't have a weapon ready for the sole purpose of defending yourself. I mean, I've got stuff. I've got an ashtray. That'll do, won't it? I mean, I'll probably smash and cut all my hand open on his head if he attacks me. But I mean, we shouldn't really be talking about this on live stream on YouTube channel because I think it's theoretical. It's theoretical. We're talking about law here. We're talking about how you would use, like, black belt barrister. Has everyone seen black belt barrister? He's a very interesting guy. He deals with criminal law, I suppose. I think. And it tells you the truth, and it tells you, like, where to use law, how to get out of law, and all that stuff. What kind of loopholes there is in law, and like it's pretty interesting stuff. He's the one that taught me. You can't keep weapons around to defend yourself. That would be premeditated assault. If you like keep the weapon there for the sole purpose to defend yourself, that would be premeditated. Like, you can't carry a knife in your bag to, like, protect yourself, because that would be premeditated. What you can do is, if you see a rock in the street and someone comes and attacks you, and you pick a rock up and you whack it over his head, that could be, in fact, it most likely would be self-defense and reasonable force to protect yourself. All right, let's not say a rock. Let's say a stick or a branch or something. That's less lethal than a rock. Don't pick up rocks, man. You might get done for manslaughter still. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I've never killed anybody. You know. I think you are talking out of context. What you need to know is the things with photography and terrorism. I don't need to know anything, mate. I've been doing this 8-10 months. I don't even think I've been arrested for recording as of yet. So I got detained once, and she says, "Oh, I'm going to seize your camera. You're detained because you're taking pictures." So like, what law? Oh, under PACE. She said under PACE. I'm because you're a PCS, so I'm using PACE to detain you. And I says, look, right, you need to get a police officer here because I'm not doing anything illegal. You have no reason to detain me. I know the law. I know some bits of the law, you know. I'm not going to like say I know it all. Like you say, you got to print everything out and read all the law. It's impossible. You could be alive for 1,000 years and still not like be able to memorize it all, man. What about the archery bit? There's laws that like still enact today that just have been made obsolete because no one ever uses it anymore. 1824 Vagrancy Act that actually got repealed when this guy, well, bits of it got repealed when this guy stole some cheese out of a bin to the value of £33 outside Iceland supermarket. Like, the law is not the end all and like the be all. You've got to use your own mind, your own morals to figure out what is right and what is wrong. Like the law is just the thing after the things happen. Like even like even if you knew all the law, you're still gonna make mistakes. There's no way you're gonna like you're all right to make mistakes just as long as it doesn't cause anybody any harm. What you need to know is the things with photography, tourism, and the things you are going to encounter around police station. There's not a lot of legislation. There is no legislation. There's zero legislation for filming in public. What legislation is there? Maybe there's legislation on bloody like what's protesting things that might be to do with photography and stuff like that. Like if you're going outside the police station going, you're corrupt, like I do, that's some sort of protesting legislation that I should really look up. But I don't really care. I'm just there to just say, look, right, I'm watching you, don't be corrupt. Well, I just want to say that to them. I just want to get that in their head. Like, please, just like, don't be corrupt, man. Don't abuse your powers. Don't hurt anybody, man. You don't have to. If you have to like defend yourself or whatever, fair enough. Defend yourself. But you don't have to put the handcuffs on right tight. You don't have to bend his arms. You don't have to like smash his head in a car. You don't have to push him down in the floor like they did to me. You don't have to push your fist against someone's throat and push him against a wall just because he's filming a guy having a heart attack. There's no reason for it. That's what happened to me as well. I didn't get that on camera though. I didn't get loads of stuff in my life that happened to me on camera. I wish I did though, and I'll never stop recording now. So you've got joking audits for the rest of your life. You let him in your house. He tricked you into your house because you know very little about the law. No, he didn't trick me. My roommate let him in. I come downstairs. He knocks on my door. He goes, "Oh, Umar's here." I go downstairs. I say, "Get out of my house," which that is the law. I can use reasonable force to have him removed if I want to. I didn't actually want to touch him because he's a dirty little twat, and I think he actually gave me some sort of cold, or possibly even coronavirus. Let's just hope the William H. Brown guy doesn't get it. I was going to tell him actually. I was going to say, look, right, I might have coronavirus. I haven't taken the test yet, so it's up to you whether you want to come in or not. They'd be like, oh, I've had my jabs. Yeah, that'll protect you, mate. That'll protect everybody else, won't it? I've got a bloody hell, talk about coronavirus every time. I've got axe. Shh. Haha. Go on Amazon, buy molds for self-defense. You can't use weapons for self-defense in this country. You can use whatever's available at the time, but you cannot specifically buy weapons for self-defense. I have a rock. Look. But this rock is actually to sharpen the darts. Like, I've picked it up because I thought, oh yeah, I can use that to sharpen darts. So yeah, it's my sharpening stone. It's not very big, but, you know, if I needed to, I could put that in my hand. I could knock him out. And it serves dual purpose. I put it under my computer because my desk is made out of material. Put it under my computer to get air to my computer. So when I'm playing games, it doesn't overheat. I mean, it was never intended for defensive purposes. It was just like I saw a rock. I was like, I need a rock to sharpen my darts. Like, I have a knife as well, and I used the rock when I was camping in the woods. And it's only a little knife, but yeah, I needed to sharpen that, so I found a rock like that, and I just used it. It had like a little flat surface, and I could sharpen my knife with that. And then I made a bow and arrow, which is, I think it's actually illegal to have a bow and arrow, but you know, I was bored. I didn't actually know at the time it was illegal to make a bow and arrow, but yeah, I found out. I read up on that law afterwards. Actually, I read up on that law after watching Black Belt Barrister. So he said something about knives and stuff, and I was like, I wonder if a bow and arrow is illegal. And apparently you need a license to have a bow and arrow. So, I mean, I don't know in the case if you make one yourself. I mean, it wasn't very powerful, but it could definitely do some damage if it hit somebody. So yeah. And then my girlfriend chucked it in bin. I'm like, where's my bow and arrow? I made that. It took me ages to make that. You don't even know how much it took to make that. You've got to like burn it. You've got to like burn it in the fire to get all the moisture out, so it don't like rip apart. Because when it's like moist, it rips apart. But when it's like, but you can't like dry it out too much because it becomes brittle and it'll just snap in your hand and shatter. So you've just got to do it like right slowly for really long periods of time. Well, not really long. You do it just a bit at a time. You got to do the whole thing. It's the same with arrow as well. You want it like a bit flexible. You don't want it like bending when you like fire the arrow, and you don't want it bending so it like goes off straight. You want it to stay straight, so you need to like dry the moisture out of it. You're supposed to leave them. You're supposed to like dry it a bit, leave it for a day, dry it for a bit, leave it for 2 weeks, and stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't have that much time. File charges against him with the police. Do you think the police are going to arrest him? They will just ignore it. Well, they can't ignore it now because I'm going to make a statement. Black Belt Barrister would be on the side of the police because he is a bar member and they are all on the same side. Maybe. I think he defended criminal law, so you know, and as long as they're innocent, I think he would take the case. Or if they say they're innocent, and there's enough evidence to. I mean, if I were a lawyer, I wouldn't want to like defend a criminal, you know. But if there's enough evidence, I would defend a criminal. Or well, not a criminal, a guy suspected of being a criminal. And you can say what you want about Black Belt Barrister, but I don't agree with you. I don't think he's on the same side. I don't think he's on anyone's side. I think he's on his own side. I think he's out to make money for himself. But I don't think he's a bad one. I think he would defend you if you had if you was innocent and he thought you was innocent and you had evidence that you were innocent. You need documents with the law quotes in the legislation. Yeah, I know you keep saying that, but you know, I don't. I don't need anything. I need a camera. That's all I need. I can deal with the law like later on. I mean, you're right. It's good to know the law. I'll give you that. But I don't need to know it. I know everything I need to know about the law. I'm a free man on the land. I don't even follow the law in it. I'm an anarchist. I don't follow rules. I'm an anarchist, mate. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Filming in public, you can film anything you can see in a public position. This is legislation. Then you need to know the actual boundaries around a police station, where the footpath. I don't need to know that. I can see the signs. I can see the barriers. If I walk into an area that's not closed off, that's their fault. They should have closed it off. Just trying to help you. I know you are, but it's like, well, I tell you what. You write the law down. You get the law. What I need to know. That'll help me more than that, you know. I mean, I'm not asking you to do that, but you know, if you want to help out, like that'll help me out more than telling me to go on the internet and search the law. I don't need to, mate. I know what I need to know. I do things within the boundaries of the law because I have good morals. I was brought up right. Mum and Dad says don't steal, don't hurt anybody, don't be fighting, man. My dad says if all happens, Joe, come see me, we'll deal with it in the right way. And then I got beat up by a lot of Polish people or foreign people. And he's like, come on, Joe, we're off for a ride. You're going to show me where it happened. You're going to show me. And I'm going to find him and I'm like, Dad, I thought we were doing things in the right way. Oh, the police won't do anything. So, yeah. But, you know, when your son gets hurt and put in hospital and beaten to shreds, it sends people insane. I mean, I thank you for your advice, right? But, you know, send me an email with all the law legislation that you think I should know. I will read it. I do not have the time, the patience. I have the patience to read it, but I don't have the time to like be searching for every individual law that I should know, and every individual legislation that I should know, and every individual police station boundaries and stuff like that. Like, I do not have the time for that, and I do not have the patience. I've got all your comments to read. I've got all your replies to do. I've got to click loads of buttons to upload videos. I mean, it's not really that difficult, and I've got all this homelessness to deal with. Like, I've got bigger things on my plate than to know the law, man. It takes a long time to learn the law, 8 years, I think, just to be specialised in one thing. So yeah, that's not going to happen for me anyway. I know what I need to know, and I'm an anarchist. I don't think like the law should. An anarchist means. I'll get the definition up again. It's on my about page anyway. So. People think, oh, anarchist, oh, he's just an extremist or whatever. He's just a bloody extremist. Anarchism is a political philosophy and movement that is skeptical of authority and rejects all involuntary coercive forms of hearsay. Anarchism calls for the abolition of the state, which it holds to be unnecessary, undesirable and harmful. That's what I think about the law. Some of it is unnecessary, undesirable and harmful. The police abuse the powers, that makes it harmful. Unnecessary, the abuse of powers, that's unnecessary. Harmful. I get arrested, put in handcuffs, it's harmful. So that's why I'm an anarchist. I don't need to know the law. I need to know my morals. That's what I need to know. We need to know our true selves. That's when we can follow the law of God. We are God. We make the rules, we make reality. It just takes a long time before any of our actions manifest like God would manifest things. It takes a long time. It takes a long time for reality to manifest from our actions. You just keep doing the right thing over and over again. Eventually, it will make a difference. Reality will change. We will be elevated to a higher plane of existence eventually. That is my beliefs. Take it, leave it, ignore it, argue about it. Fair enough. Let's hear it. Let's hear what you got to say. I believe in God. I believe we are God. I don't know. I'm like a bit confused though about like microbes and things because apparently they're living. So are they God as well? Microbes, amoebas, single cell organisms. Are they God? That's what I don't know. I think they are because I think that's what we grew out of basically. So I think we was an experiment. To be fair, I think we were test tube babies. I think we was created by the gods, but the gods were people like us that created us in their image. That's what the Bible says. So I do believe some of the Bible. I believe Jesus, he was a man. He kept reincarnating and he could have memories from his past life. That's why it looked like magic, what he did. Moses, he was a military man. He parted the Red Sea. He found some sort of way to use his army to part the Red Sea, to make a channel across the Red Sea. That's what he did. It's just we do not have the understanding of how that possibly could work. That's all it is. Because, like, when you're reincarnated over and over again, you gain a lot of knowledge that has been lost through time. I don't know why I'm reading your comments on there. I could just do it on YouTube. Huh? But then I'll start typing comments instead of bloody. I mean, what do you think of joking audits? Why do you think I'm called joking? Like, I'm a joke, man. I'm a joke. I'm not a law person. I'm not a bloody. I'm just a Joe Blogs. I'm just a joke. I'm doing it as entertainment. I joke with it. And I'm really not bothered about being arrested or being abused or being. Well, I'm assaulted, especially. Abuse is. I can deal with it. I mean, I've been bullied all my life, so. I don't know.
I am Little Lole and I'm taking action for planet. Slow it.
So, we had a lot of people in today. I think it's 5 now. Updating and getting my stuff back on Sunday. What? Oh, you got your stuff confiscated? Really? Sorry, Christopher. Ryan, Christopher, Lee. Change the locks, mate. Yep, should do, but you know. No, until you finish out the contract, you are legal occupy. Yep, contact citizens advice. It's the same if you have housing accommodations. I'll have to get a solicitor. I suppose. Good luck, Joe. A duty solicitor. There is an act of law. Send info to Inland Revenue. We didn't. You can run. Oh, right. You're on about with Inland Revenue thing. You're on about Umar Hussain. That's a good idea. Who said that anyway? Dennis Green. You're a genius. Thank you very much. Lost my page. Let's see. What did I say again? Send ask Inland Revenue about Umar Hussain and WHF Enterprises. WHF Enterprises. That's what I mean. It's not even a landlord, man. It's just a WHF Enterprises. They've got all sorts of stuff going on, man. They can't concentrate on being a landlord. It's like, I mean, he did fix stuff. I'll give him that. Eventually. Is this joking? No, it's joking audits. By law, the deposit is protected and disputes. So to the independent judge, which is impartial. Yeah, of course it's impartial. You can only keep property. You can prove evidence to the case. You know, I had a court case once for drunken disorderly, I think, for carrying a glass in Bradford with no alcohol in it because I drank it. And he said, "All right, this is the honourable judge." He's like, "You got to stand up now, mate." And I said, "No." I said, "How are you going to make me stand up?" And the judge stopped in his tracks. He goes and just walks out. Guy comes up to me and goes, "So why won't you stand up?" Oh no, I wasn't actually arrested at that point. I actually turned in for court. I should have came into court myself. Like, usually I just don't turn up for court, and I just go, well, you know, I get a free taxi down, and I get some sandwiches when I go to the cells, so they can come get me. But the problem is you get a bloody fine. I just heard a bang. I'm just going to go downstairs a second. Probably my neighbour. Right, shut up, joking audits. Sorry, man. It's only bloody 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. What's your problem? Just trying to help you. Are you still banging on your melt? Apparently so, yeah. Apparently so. So, here, recording. Journey to justice. Yes, put information to contact them. Others can call or write. I wish you well. You have rights to. Please update us on your progress and how others can help. You can help by emailing me. If you want to donate, I'll give you my bank details. And, yeah, you can send me some money. Because I'm skint. I need to move out. I want to get out of this house and I want to get away from this horrible landlord. And I just want to have a peaceful life and do my audits. Sorry, these bums are after you. Sounds dodgy indeed. That's attempted theft and assault. No, he stole my key. Oh, yeah, he tried to steal my phone as well. Tried to grab my phone. You auditors should get some documents printed up with all the laws. Document with case law and everything you need. Is it wrong to? If it is wrong to use section 43 for a search to try to get ID, yes it is. I also seized the phone when the auditors. What I mean, like, fair enough, right? But let's just concentrate on one thing at a time. I can do all that, all right? I can do all the law thing, but I'm an anarchist, so like I don't need to know the law. What I need to do is get rid of the law so I can police myself and others around me, and we can all do that. We can all say, look, right, instead of like following the law, we can just go, look, right, this guy did something wrong to me. Let's deal with it ourselves. That's what anarchism is. Let's just deal with it peacefully, civilly. You admit you're wrong. I say you're wrong. You say, oh, I'm right. You're wrong. And then you go to court, and then you have a judge, and you go, who's wrong, who's right, and that's how the law works. In an anarchist place, we deal with it ourselves. We don't have set laws. I mean, there's like laws of stealing and stuff. Fair enough. That's fair enough. That's pretty obvious that if you've stole something, you've done something wrong. Well, actually, it's not always. If you steal something out of a bin, is that really a reason to criminalise somebody? I don't know. Anyway, we're not talking about that. Breach of bail, very serious. Yes, I know, whatever. The court told me all that rubbish. I'm an anarchist, so, breach of bail is just more reasons to become an anarchist. That's when you get charged with it. You should file charges. The guy needs to learn to be civilized. Did you have a copper in your house without a warrant? I let him in, man. Chill out. If anyone from the internet comes and invited is here, I got a nice big log. Yeah. No violence, man. No violence. No more violence. I think you're talking out of context. Well, don't think. No. What you need to know is the things with photography and terrorism. I know, but you're saying law. You're saying like the whole law. Even like photography and terrorism, right? I mean, photography, there's not really much about photography as far as I can say. There's stuff about journalism and stuff, I suppose, that might come under it. And terrorism, yeah, like there's too much, man. I've read some of it, and it's just, unless you know the law, unless you understand what the words actually mean. Like, words actually mean that must means may. It says you must do something. That actually means may. You can if you want to. You must turn up to court on this date. That means you may turn up to court on this day. You will get fined if you don't and stuff like that, but you don't have to. In some cases, they'll do your case without you. So, I mean, it's not. I don't think it says you must go to court on this day. I think it says you. Actually, it's you must attend on this day. It says, probably does. Anyway, must means may in the actual law language. In the English language, it means you definitely have to do it. So, you know, it's impossible to even if you read the law, you might not understand it properly. So, you know, that's why I don't bother with it. So I don't bother with it. I know what I need to know, like trespassing. I know I shouldn't be trespassing unless I have a reasonable reason. Like I'm getting chased by a bald guy. And like running into a police station car park, and I'm like, look, I'm coming in here, me, because I'm like scared for my life, you know. And plus, trespassing is a civil matter, unless it's aggravated, unless you jump a fence. And then I think it's criminal matter if it's aggravated. So what Umar did is he assaulted me. He tried to steal my phone. Yeah, he stole my key, and he which had my shoelace on it, so that's my property. And he put me in fear for my life, put me in fear for my safety. What else? I'm going to say something else. Oh, aggravated trespass as well, because I asked him to leave and he wouldn't leave. In fact, he actually chucked the bloody estate agent out, and then came back into the property. I thought he was going to leave with the estate agent, and then he goes, "Oh no, I'll deal with this guy." It's fucking comes straight at me. I run away in the kitchen, run away, and he backs me into a corner, and I had to defend myself. And this Matthew Archer guy, he's like, "Oh, you did it all to yourself. It's all your fault for filming." Should I just get rid of this guy? I'm pretty sick of him. Oh, I can't time him out. What? Oh, I'm not signed in. Just 1 minute. I'm just gonna put it down for a second. I'll show you that I'm gonna ban him. Don't you worry. I'm not only gonna ban him. I'm gonna report him. Sick of him. Sick of him. The old double signing in thing. So yeah, Matthew Archer, congratulations. You're the first person I am going to ban. Should I put him on a timeout? He doesn't say much anyway, so I'll report him. Oh, gone. See ya. Sick of you. And Awais Chowdhury, you can go as well. I think they're in it together. They seem to like say the same sort of stuff, so you know. Oh, he's a Muslim, what a surprise. Pakistan, yeah. What a surprise. How do I ban him from you? Have I got to really find his comment? Find his comment. Probably gonna see my stuff. I'll just put it down for a second. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I want to get a shave today and everything, but just £132. It's adding up. 10 months work though. Where are we at? Comment. Right, there we go, you're back. So then we go to search or something. Can we search for the waste charge? Search, there we go. Just do waste. Can't be anybody with that name, can there? That's already banned him. No? Almost 11 hours. Oh, your life is shit. Yep, I'm sick of you. Hide user from channel. Bye bye. Goodbye. And good riddance. So yeah, I think the two at first people are hidden. Oh, we've only got 3 viewers now. I wonder why that is. Oh dear, Matthew Archer's comment has been deleted by joking audits. You deleted message? No, thank you. Don't want to see any more of your rubbish. I mean, I know he won't talking that bad, but you should see some of the comments, man. I'm sick of him. Andrew Power's a bit hit and miss as well. But I'll let him go. I'll let him. Oops, sorry. What shall I do? I think that's good enough, isn't it? It's good enough live stream. Yeah, it's probably too long. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and like and subscribe. Joking Audits out.